Are there any maps of the region detailing the local caves, or does anyone know of this area before it was taken over by the cultists?
It's a very good question.
Nay, don't believe so. If they worked into making the camp there, I think very likely that it is just handmade. Like they made it up themselves. Unless, of course, if there was just like, I suppose, an ancient race of people living there before already, which we hadn't seen for years since the founding of this town, which I kind of doubt.
That's a very strange sentence to say.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of weird. Maybe there's like an entrance to the Underdark. For all I know, it probably could be like, uh, some kind of like kobold layer in there or something.
What was the? It's a massive chasm. What was that chasm used for? Was it just a natural formation? Was it used for mining? A layover for military uses? What was it for originally?
I
Do you have
believe
any
it
knowledge?
was originally just a chasm, just a formation on the ground. Um, didn't really serve much
Okay.
of a point for anything.
Right. Dustin's gonna really look at Escobar and see if he's like. I don't understand why he would lie, but he's not sure he's being entirely truthful.
Okay, make an insight check. You can tell, Dust, that Escobar is not exactly certain what he's talking about, but regarding the origin of what could possibly be within the cave or why they would set base there. But he is very honest on the fact that it was not something beforehand. It was just a spot, a glade of sorts, for people to go visit or something, to cut trees down from. From what you can understand, he's probably guessing.
Yeah.
Is there any worth into scouting near the rear end of the camp for an entrance of some description?
Would be. I think they might have multiple entrances. That wouldn't put it past them.
It's a cave formation. If it's natural, then there may be more. If it's man-made, then probably not. But it might be worth a try than walking headlong into the jaws of the beast.
Think about how much manpower they had, though. They could have easily dug those caves themselves.
But how long
within
have they been there? It's not far from Greenwich. Someone would have noticed something.
When they first set up camp, I wouldn't put it past them to be able to open up that big bit of. They have powerful magics, plus how many kobolds did we think they had?
About 100
Very true.
or so outside of the 100 other people who were there.
100. So that's a lot
That's
of
true.
that's a lot of manpower that they have just there.
At any rate, I think it's. I'm not comfortable walking straight into the jaws of that beast again. We were lucky.
Yes, I'd prefer we at least scout it out, see if the
I think,
possibility.
I think we were lucky because they were exhausted.
Yes.
We took the initiative and we managed to get in, but I
Mm.
fear we would not be so lucky.
It wouldn't work a second time.
The most important thing is inside that cave is where they're keeping the eggs and possibly anything else. That is where we should get to. And entering the camp, if we were to try and sneak into the entrance to the cave whilst in the camp, that would be a very difficult task.
That's a
Impossible.
poor decision. At
Either
at
we
least-
do it during the day, or we wait until nightfall and try and go down the same area we escaped from last time.
Either way, you have 3 melee specialist, heavy armored people who are not going to be able to sneak past any level of defense.
That's what I'm saying. If we go into the area that we managed to evacuate the prisoner, then that's deep into the camp.
But that still will get us into the camp, but into the cave itself, I fear the creatures they had outside would easily spot us.
Dust.
I think we
You've
should-
seen the sneaky side.
Well observed.
Yeah, well, not observed. Would it be? We could potentially, those of us who cannot sneak, just blend in, mill around, whilst you venture in with Heskin. How good are you with?
With sneaking, but I am not the best. But with just lying, I am.
I have
Ah,
faith in my own abilities, but should something go awry or something unexpected happen, I will be on my own, and that is not a situation I would like to see myself in.
True.
I could cast invisibility on myself to sneak in.
Invisibility
Interesting.
fools only the sight. This you may still make sound or smell, and those dragons.
It would give me a severe
beasts.
advantage if sneaking in.
It would, and we could also potentially lure those dragons away.
This is another distraction technique.
Hmm.
Either way, we must go in and find the information available.
I would still like to scout the area, see if there's any possibility of an alternate entrance. But I understand that approaching from the same way we left would be the best way to get into the camp.
I
There was
agree.
Yes, there was foliage in the way. We could easily sneak in.
I agree that initially we must try and find something, like some kind of. If there is a gap in the rock, if there is a way in, then we need to try and find it.
Hmm. Very well. Before we proceed, are we well equipped?
We should stock up on some stuff.
Yes. Escobert, is there any equipment you would lend us?
Or, we got some things. What do you need?
What have you
Should we-
got?
Well, we got some armaments, as I've already mentioned. Some scavenged blades from some of the raiders that attacked, actually. Gathered last night. Breastplate armor, chainmail armor, chain shirts, specific.
Do you have any medical supplies? Should we become
Oh.
injured, this will slow us down considerably.
Hey, I got myself. The hillers here in the keep. We do have access to a couple of kits we might be able to use.
We should see them. I have most of my own equipment. Should any of you is required, I suggest you.
I'm going to assume I got my rope back after our shenanigans.
Yeah.
Hey, we got.
I'd like to.
Sorry, we got a couple of healers kits. Please use them.
I'd like to excuse myself for a minute and then just head to the temple, and that's where I'll take my vow of vengeance, my oath of vengeance. At this point, up until now, I have been dithering about my oath and undecided. Now I know that it's a oath of vengeance.
Very well. You see your companion begins to leave. Does anyone want the healer kits?
I will take one.
There will
Jurist would also like to have one.
Alright, that will be 20 gold in total.
The people who are proficient with medicine should probably take it.
Yes.
I
Also-
have gold on me, but because I don't get any more.
I've got 20.
The governor is willing to give you these kits by taking the payment out from the promised payment for the information you gave, if you want.
No, that's why-
That-
What is the promised payment for this job?
1,500 for the information you found last time. For now, you're not getting paid technically, but if you survive and come back, then he's gonna give you that money.
So right now we're in credit. Okay.
I mean, if we don't come back, we're usually not alive anyway, so
Yes. It'd be better than not.
Yeah.
Just losing the money.
also, Dust, you and I have one healing potion each.
That is correct. May use
So-
the same knife.
So if we're really in a pickle, we at least got those.
Yes, I will use this in the event that one of our companions falls or I'm gravely injured. I have the speeds to reach someone should they fall. But as we mentioned earlier, we need some sort of phrase to weave into conversation should we need to spring into action. May I suggest? This is the most creative one. God, what should I say?
Talisman.
You could make it like a phrase, like
Ah, yes.
that elderwood looks dry or something like that.
Well, Dust knows thieves can't, so he should probably be able to come up with a phrase such as that. Yeah.
Yeah, but you need to come up with it so we understand it.
Yeah, I know.
You can't just say
yeah.
something random in Thieves' Can.
By the way, this is a healing kit for those who are going to be using it, just so you know what it does.
Yes, I'll say something along the lines of the sparrow flies south for the winter.
Sure.
Or like make it, or maybe like thematic, just like the red dragon soars high or something.
Ah, yes, but what a red dragon does so high. You've not considered this situation. No,
Yes,
that's
but I don't think we will ever be in a situation where we'll say that in actuality.
Let us hope not.
Xander,
The red dragon soars high.
Xander,
And that will be our cue to spring in and stab people.
As you lot are preparing, getting your healing kits from the priest, we're not giving them out willy-nilly, mind you. They want to use these kits in case anyone else is like harmed on the on Greenest, but they hope that they will serve you better.
We might even return them.
Yes.
Greatly appreciated.
Vulcan, you make your way over to the destroyed now temple. Inside, you see that the doors are still wide open, broken from the front now, as well as on the back, just wide left open. It is not as desecrated as you thought it would be. Most of the idols are missing. In fact, the only thing remaining in the temple of any kind of value is the vestige of the god that this temple once worshipped, and you notice that the head has been broken off from the statue.
Okay, is there anyone in the temple at all?
The priest died, so no.
Balasar. No.
My dead
yeah,
corpse is just like still like just in front of the.
Oh yeah, no. I'd like to recognize the symbol of Bahamut on the fallen red dragonborn's corpse,
About
which
that.
is the similar. I have a similar thing emblazoned on my shield.
You can find the broken piece of the emblem, yes, but not the corpse.
Yeah. Oh, I'd like to. Okay then. So I just want to walk into the temple and just take a knee and just recite a prayer and. Yeah.
You give off a prayer before the statue, vowing vengeance against the cult of the dragon for the lives they have taken and for the damage they have caused.
Yeah.
And as you finish
And-
the vow, you feel in your heart a fire begins to burn, a burning sensation of vigor that you now have access to your oath of enmity. Yeah.
I'd like to say as well in the prayer, just saying, I don't know why you sent me here. I don't know why I'm here. I remember nothing, but now I know a purpose. And then stand up, brush myself down, and then go and rejoin the party.
Well, those
I'm
of you who
gonna-
require your healing kits.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Dustin's gonna grab an arrow. He's one short.
Yeah.
Sure.
One arrow. Yeah.
Might make all the difference, mate. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
I'm going to take the longsword in my hand and make it my pact weapon. Inscribe the eldritch runes on it and whatnot.
Speaking of which, Forge to make clarity, what are you making magical for this day?
With your +1
Yes.
weapons at the forge.
I will look towards our paladin, or have you already left the area?
I imagine I've come back at this point.
Okay.
If that's fair, I do. It was very
And-
quick.
I will look to you and say that I've seen your prowess in battle, and I think that you could use the power of an upgraded weapon and make your weapon of choice into a +1 weapon for the day.
A cleric of the forge. I understand.
Yes.
I will be the hammer to smite those foes upon your forge.
You just grab the anvil and begin to move out. Sure.
So that's just a plus. Is that a +1 on attack and damage?
Attack and
Yes.
damage. Yes.
It's a +1 warhammer now.
Excellent. So I won't add anything to my sheet. I'll just remember that.
You could
It's
do
only
it
for
like
today.
you could do it like as a global modifier.
Oh, I see. Sweet.
And also it's magical for the purposes of
Yes.
overcoming resistance.
Ooh, look at me.
Religious types. Yes.
That's what my pack weapon does as well. Except I have to take an entire invocation to do it.
Yeah. Well, Heshkin, Aiden, Falcon, and Yorist. We are quite the team. Shall we proceed?
Indeed.
Yep. I think we should.
Shall we take the main road or shall
For
we
those who can, sneak. For those who can't, main road.
I will lead the way then. I wish to explore behind the encampment, see if there's any entrances. Should we find nothing, we will go with the way we went in, escaped last time. And I will dart ahead, try and stealth ahead of the party.
Merrily. Give me a stealth check then. The rest of you are not sneaking, so you can.
No.
Yeah, nice. You begin to make your way. For what it's worth, you begin to make your way over towards the encampment with relative ease. Stealth, yeah, it's a bit thrown out the window as. Surprisingly, it's not easy to really sneak in a forest and keep your fur like perfectly clean at the same time. So you do just kind of like have to stop every now and then, just pick off leaves, just dust, like via roots. Horrible.
Haha, dust.
Oh. And you make your way over to the camp. Something you notice: there are no stragglers on the surroundings, but also no rear guard. Because you didn't stumble into any. Especially after the rest of you heard like Dust's voice go, "Okay, it's clear." Oh, it's clear. Fuck.
God, why would there be no guard?
They've moved quickly.
Well, we should too.
We must be quick in case they have destroyed or removed all evidence. I would like this to at least gain something from this.
Yes.
Shall we hold here while Dust scouts and maybe Heshkin as well go and try and find these rear entrances if that's something we want to do?
Do we want to do that?
I think it's worth giving a look.
I think Dust should go look for the rear entrances, and I'll try and scout the camp itself, see if there's anybody left.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
Splitting the group. Awesome.
Good.
Splitting the party. I've heard so many things about this.
Very well.
Well, I think I'm confident in my ability to just lie my way out of it. So
I'd rather Dust is either going with the party or not at all. So Dust is just follow the party. We'll take the
go look for another entrance. I'm just gonna try and see if there's anybody in the camp still.
Do me a
Alright,
favor,
sure.
and everyone who is looking around for a different entrance, roll me an investigation check.
So that's just Dust, right?
God's sake.
If you are
Everyone,
also
I think,
looking for
is what
another
he said.
entrance, then you would roll your own.
I mean, yeah.
But if that's the only one, then yes.
Is there any guards at like the front of the camp or anything like that?
About that, as does your
was gonna say-
investigating, it's very hard to find a hidden entrance, so it might take you a little bit more time than you thought. As that happens, let's move here.
Hey, I remember this one.
Yeah, it feels like home.
About that,
Hey, that's my line.
yes. So I need to get familiar with the names, and excuse me for that, but Heskan, you look around. There are no guards at the front of the camp, or kobolds, or people inside. Not that you can see anyway.
Hmm.
In fact, there's only one person in this entire plateau that you can really see immediately, and that is one lone hunter sitting by a tent, smoking.
Hmm.
You
Then
can
I'll just.
You can also see, and that is the
Walk in.
same for all of you who are also investigating around. You can see there are some people on the top of the guard towers.
Okay.
We'll follow your lead, Heshkin.
Well, you following me just in? I thought you guys were looking for another entrance.
Oh, I thought. Oh, yeah, sure, we can do that. That's fine.
Oh, I was just wondering. I thought you guys were looking for another entrance.
I thought that was just dust, but I'm
That's
cool.
make it take a while.
Yeah, it will take you a lot more time before I give you an answer for that, actually.
Yeah.
I think Eurist and myself should be with Heshkin, seeing as our faces aren't known.
Do you want to just see if we could just walk in?
Well, we'll hang back, and you can silver tongue your way past potentially.
Yeah, I'll try and just walk past the first hunter who's just sitting there smoking.
If Dust sees the best of the party moving on, he will stay with people who stay behind, a bit further back, but just stays with them.
That would
And
just
then
us.
what's? Yeah, I was going to say what Aiden, what you did.
I'll be staying with Dust.
Okay.
They know my face.
Just cover it up, like.
So you're
I don't know.
moving in.
Yeah, when needed.
Eurist, are you also moving in with Heshken and
Yes.
Heskan? Okay. As the three
Yeah,
of you,
your dwarf bodyguard.
Yep, as the three of you are moving in, you see the hunter kind of look up at your direction as you're moving in from the top of the camp. Gazes your direction for a couple of moments, shrugs to himself, and just pays you no mind.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep walking past.
Yeah, you can do so. There is nobody here, by the way.
Nobody.
I think based on that, Dust is going to change his observations from looking for an entrance to looking to what might suggest why everyone left or where they left to.
Okay. Well, you're still on the top of the plateau, all the way over here, I'm assuming. So give me a perception check for that. The rest of you, you can see it clearly because you're moving into the camp. The tents are burned. The smaller one, at least.
God, I can't see anything.
Yeah,
They raised the camp before they left.
you notice there is a distinct lack of anything relatively important left behind. There is some smashed pottery on the ground, some cartwheel tracks that end on themselves, and a lot of footprints, but nothing really.
Make for the cave.
People left in a hurry, but do I see any tracks leaving the cave? Like if there was people that drag stuff out the cave or anything like that?
I'm gonna say you're too far away from down here to tell.
Oh wait, am I still up? Oh, we're still up here. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you
I'll
are.
wait until we get.
Yeah, you can wait, of course.
I'll wait until we get.
While they're working down the plateau, Dust, Aiden, are you still remaining there?
Once we see the guys approaching, I will make tracks to go over here, and then once they reach here-ish, I will jump down.
I'm thinking I need to go to the bathroom.
No worries.
Yep,
You're
I
gonna
will be-
jump down?
Well, I guess I'm good climbing. I'll climb down.
Very well.
Yeah, I guess I will follow Dust.
Are you okay? Are you climbing quickly or are you climbing just carefully.
Careful.
I'll definitely be careful that I'm not especially good at it.
We can on the ground. We can be looking where they're coming from, and just kind of
Yeah.
all you can see up there is just us in this empty thing. So
Yeah, and also the people in the guard towers. Can you give me a really quick stealth check, both of you?
Fuck, I'm terrible rolls today.
oh my god, you're like me when I died.
No.
Only one from Aiden.
Oh no.
Ah,
Oh dear.
Oh god.
So, as you begin to move
Good
down,
God.
climbing, unfortunately, to not lose your step, you do see like a couple of rocks rocking down.
Fine.
Halfway there, you suddenly,
Jesus.
Dust, you feel the ground beneath you shake a bit, and Aiden, you see like this side of the rock cliff just go.
I leave for 2 minutes. I
Dust
leave for
and
2
smoke,
minutes.
just dust and dust from the falling of the debris covers everyone within like a 20-foot radius of the stones just smashing on the floor. Are you still going slowly as the stone hits the ground?
I mean, I think if the stone starts crumbling, you'd move quickly or fall.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would. Yeah, it's similar.
With a leap of faith, both of you jump into the bushes and as you land. The rest of you on the ground, you can see the figures in the towers looking towards the clouds of dust that have formed on the base of the cliff.
Shit, this is not good.
Can we see anyone taking like any kind of notice of this noise?
Beyond the people in the guard towers,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say give me a perception check.
I would say, does the people in the guard tower look like they raised the alarm, or they're just like noticing?
God.
that?
Give me a perception
Good
check.
day.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, my helmet slides over my eyes and I can't see anything.
It's very bright.
11?
You don't
At
know.
least you're doing better than I am.
I don't know.
if there are people here somewhere, they know we're here.
You're
if there's anyone that we can.
yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm gonna go look over to the cave and can I see now if there's like a lot of tracks if they've tried to move stuff out of the cave?
You don't see any tracks actually coming out from the cave.
Apologies, I need to use the loo quickly. Be back
Yeah, of
in
course.
2 seconds.
Or people standing outside from it. Outside. Yeah.
Dust's gonna try and recover his dignity and rejoin the group from the trees.
This is the second time you rolled a natural.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look over and just say subtle.
Life was a lot more unstable this time around. Perhaps we hadn't bungled last time. No matter.
There's no tracks. They
You
haven't.
guys think we should ask the hunter? See if he's seen anything that might be useful for us?
As a mercenary group, the hunters may. Their allegiances may not entirely be to the cult, so not
Yeah.
too far.
In
a
terms of
possibility.
hunters, they're either part of the cult or they're here tracking the cult.
They did
If
not seem to pay you any mind when you entered.
What is troubling me is this entire camp is left, but the cave is pristine, as if no one is left.
Does the cult engage in sacrificial rituals?
I do not, truly, I do not know, but if we were to get any answers, they're in that cave.
Destroy their stuff. This is most concerning.
Maybe most of the initiates and mercenary groups have left.
It is
Maybe
possible.
it's only the higher tier ones trusted with the dragon eggs have remained.
Mm.
But why would they keep the eggs here? Even when they know we know their location.
It is possible they're close to hatching.
Maybe it's the only suitable location they have.
Either way, there's only one way in and out of that cave.
And if the guards take notice, which they most certainly will after that accident,
Well, we
I
could
believe
assume,
I believe we should be fine for now.
yeah, we could assume we would make it into the cave before they get word to people inside.
they may
Um,
have magical means.
Our two choices are we sneak in or I try and bullshit our way in.
I think
try
sneaking
your
in is
way.
gone by now.
Yes, we could try. I'll try my way.
You could try and
Um,
sneak in and then we do the signal that we've just established.
Both of you could try and sneak in if you use invisibility as well.
It lasts an hour, but I can't attack from invisibility.
Perhaps someone else should be made
but-
invisible then.
I must uncloak myself,
Hmm.
and I can only do it twice.
Right. Okay.
I think.
How many people are? Sorry, guys. How many people are around us right now? Like, can we see? Like, how many guards can we see?
Yeah, can we see any
Uh,
guards near the cave?
There has to be on the guard towers what you saw, like at least 3 people, but I would like you to give me a perception check again.
Oh God.
Same again.
What is
Yeah,
this?
you don't see anyone.
There's definitely a guard tower, guys.
I don't
Can I see anyone in the cave? Like at that entrance bit, can I see anyone guarding that sort of area?
As I said, from what I told you before, no.
No. Okay.
this
Well-
weeks of ambush.
Well, in which case, I would suggest you two walk into the cave, either sneak it or not. I would like to wait at the base of that ladder to the guard tower. So if they come looking, we can at least have eyes, and then pretend if we deem it a threat, can attack.
We shouldn't separate too much.
Mm.
It's
We will-
not. It's a. I suppose. How far is it? It's not like.
It's like
Oh, it's quite a way, isn't it? Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Imagine those are not even 5 feet each square, it's like 100
Yeah.
feet.
Oh, okay. All right, fair enough. All right then. Well, I'm willing. I'm not going to go in with you, but I'll wait outside.
Hmm.
So you at least got a rear guard for yourself.
Yeah, like, sorry, the scaling is correct. You're currently like 316 feet away from the cave.
Jesus. Okay, it was much bigger than I thought it was. My apologies.
we could try and sneak in by not being seen by the entrance. Go, along the walls.
Of our spellcasters, what spells do we have?
Um,
We've got-
actually, that is a
In regard to the minor rule, like combat focused.
I'm thinking maybe it's an enclosed space with normal humanoids or kobolds. Maybe a sleep spell would be incredibly strong in this position.
That's
Do you
why
mean?
we're inside the cave.
Oh, do you mean for the guard tower or inside the cave?
Either.
Hmm.
The guard tower, they're all clumped up together, and with the cave, it's a claustrophobic area. To allow us to bypass guards without alerting anyone else in the cave. Because I would imagine with the cave, the sounds echo within.
Mm.
I could silence an area, but that's about it.
Or
Should be
could we?
Hmm.
Sorry, I was going to say, or could we distract the guard tower for a start?
They're very
Um,
well with our presence.
True.
I'm
Whether-
okay with just walking into the cave.
I think that's a. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If like two of us hang back, like me and Aiden hang back a little bit, other two, because we got the two tankiest, we'll just hang back. You guys walk in, and if there's any movement, then we'll.
Be right there.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I guess then Dust will attempt to stealth in slightly ahead so he's not. If anyone else is clunky behind him.
And
Right.
then, yeah, then Aiden and I will take up a rear guard position, just keeping
Yes.
an eye out.
Right. So are you advancing closer to the entrance of the cave because you're 300 feet away?
Yes, I'm going to
Yep.
start walking closer.
I will start off and stealth in towards.
So if like Aiden and I are like,
Dust hug the walls.
Yeah.
Yes.
so if Aiden and I are like there-ish, would you say?
It's
Aiden?
still far away.
Yeah.
Well, once. Let's see.
If Dust hugs the walls, I'm just going to strut in, just
Okay.
like I'm supposed to be there. I own the place.
Sure. Can you give me a stealth check then, Dust? Cool.
Fine.
You make your way into the entrance of the cave. What you see is that the mouth of this cavern is spacious, about 25 feet wide, 30 feet tall, and then it lowers. It lowers
Right.
rapidly. You can see it goes from 30 to 25 to 20 to 15, and then it normalizes.
Do I see anybody?
You don't see anybody. Can you give me a perception check if you're approaching into the entrance?
Yeah, I'll do the same.
I'll kind of wait until Dust is like near the mouth of the cave in case I need to like give the signal or anything like that.
Hmm.
Like that you can just peek out and like shoot someone if I'm like speaking to them.
Sure,
Yeah.
and I will also need to know how far away the rest of you are.
6 perception.
I'd like to try and be no more than about 60 to 90 feet away, so that we can get in within
Yeah.
within
so maybe
within a short time.
here-ish? Here-ish, do you reckon, Aiden?
Could you show where that again? Sorry.
Sorry, it was just like here-ish, so like we're in the way of.
Yeah, somewhere like up here.
Right on.
Yeah, yours is probably like on the other side, like over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Trying to be in the sort of.
So.
Just nonchalantly standing there chatting to Aiden, but keeping an eye on that guard tower.
Mhm. None of you see any people on the immediate entrance into the cavern. The cavern does strafe.
Are we going in?
Guess so. There's no resistance so
There's
far.
no other option.
Yep.
And I will start stepping further in with Dust. I would imagine you're just a few feet back,
Yeah.
just covering me. Yeah. Alright.
And Aiden, as we see him like disappear, shall we like slowly just get
Yeah.
towards the entrance? And Eurus,
Yes, let's head in behind them, but far
Yeah.
enough back that
we can catch anyone
Our-
trying to follow.
yeah, and that we won't alert them to their presence
Yes.
there. Why? is there-
Dust will draw his longbow, a short bow.
Okay. Draw your weapon.
I'm going. I'm not drawing my weapon. I'm just.
Alright. You proceed to make your way into the cavern. You can move your characters, I believe.
Yep.
Ash can take points.
Oh wait, I'm a dragonborn. I should have dark vision.
You don't have dark vision as a dragonborn.
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't. It's one of the few ones you don't. Oh.
You have most other things.
Yeah, I just not dark
Oh,
vision.
you poor thing.
I cannot see.
Yeah.
I
Are
cannot
you
see.
unable to see in the dark?
I am unable to see.
Technically, wait, because it is day, I'm gonna do you a favor. Give me a moment.
I'm one of the lucky bastards with dark vision.
As
No matter what, I'm never taking Devil's Sight as an Eldritch invocation. You can't
That's
make
fair.
me.
that's fair.
It's a great invocation.
It's just I can
The
see
best.
magical darkness. That's it.
Hey,
Yeah,
depends how much magical darkness you're casting.
Hmm.
Yeah, man.
If
I
you've
can
got like an arcane trickster in your party, or
What-
is it arcane, or assassin rather?
So
Well, there's it's arcane trickster, yeah.
It's advantage every turn.
you make
Anyway.
your way into the entrance. As I said, this is broad and tall, and it quickly lowers to a height of 15 feet. As you're proceeding,
As-
Haxon, stop right there.
Is there any torches on the wall or anything I can like pick up and light?
Yes. Well, you do catch a glimmer of something. A dagger. As from the other side of this corner that you're making do with your casual movement, you notice someone lunge out from the shadows just before Dust sees them. And they yell, "Intruders!" Of course, as they lunge at you. As a pair of dragon
I'm going to show my symbol that I'm part of the cult. I'm gonna be like, whoa, friendly.
No one is supposed to be here. And they're gonna try to attack you. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Fair.
Bum, bum, bum.
You didn't see them, Dust. Okay, that's fine.
No, he's right behind the pillar.
3.
17. Oh no,
Nope.
10. That wasn't me.
I'm the one getting stabbed.
10.
Oh, dang.
Oh, where is the
Oh.
instantly pro
I
scope?
haven't
this
opened it
dude.
yet, don't worry. But every
Yeah.
single one of them is saved.
So Aiden and I are just were like, so that armor seems pretty nice. Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah. I mean,
Who? Jesus who?
Jesus who? Sorry, apologies. Oh, it's just
oh,
something-
gone.
1 second, I'm not in there. I'll just re-roll it and put 3 in. Alright. I am not taking that 18. It's a 3.
oh, you could. Oh, honor among
Honestly.
thieves, my friend. Honor among
Among
thieves.
thieves.
So...
Okay.
Don't hate the game, hate playing.
Yeah.
Hate playing. No, I hate the player.
No, let's hit the game, not the
That's
player.
nice.
Hate playing.
So, you are surprised as the pair of dragon claws come out from the shadows and attack you.
That makes sense.
However, I'm gonna say that because Dust rolled so high and was right behind you, you are also not surprised, Dust, as the rest of the party who are too far away are surprised. So, Dust, you go first.
Excellent. I guess I'll try and do my cunning action to hide. Get behind the wall slightly. And do stealth. And do I get advantage on my attack against this guy? Or no, I guess it
Yeah, but he has a lot of cover.
does. Over this guy.
He has partial cover.
I will attempt to attack him.
Sure, far away.
Intruders! I draw my bow and fire.
That works.
Oh, that will hit.
Ooh, jeez. Jeez.
It's easy.
And as the cultist appears with a dagger drawn, lunging at you with frenzy, you see an arrow slam straight into their right shoulder, in between where the bone just meets flesh in the armor, and you see them just scurry back in pain.
We are under attack! Rush forward! Heshkin needs help! And that'll be me.
Yep. As first, this one is gonna take out his scimitars. Make his scimitar, and he's just gonna make 2 attacks towards you. Actually, no. You see him as the arrow hits him. He stops in his tracks and raises his weapon high. Actually, give me a moment. Actually, I'm just thinking on how this person would just think as they just surprised. The questions, decisions. You may really quickly check the surprise condition. Yeah, no, okay. Yeah, he's holding his action to attack with his scimitar as his companion.
Who I do not see.
As you see another cultist run up towards you with his own scimitar out and try to stab you, and as they arrive, the other one brings down their own weapon. They both have quite a good chance of hitting you, so let's see. First one is the one who held their action as the other one comes into melee with you. That's a 20 to hit.
And the other
This is the first attack. That's why I'm.
is
So
20 to hit.
Okay.
Cast shield in there or not?
I think I'll leave it.
okay. You
It's-
take 12 points of slashing damage.
Holy.
That's a lot of damage.
As with a fanatical cry, the cultist slashes in front of your chest and calls out, "Traitor snake! Your pelt will be hanged!" The other one is going to also try to attack you with the first attack. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay. How much is your armor class with shield?
My armor class is what's that? It's breastplate plus shield plus the spell shield, so it's the 23.
Can you react during surprise round?
No, you do not have reactions while you're surprised. So you
Yes,
wouldn't
I'm
be able
surprised.
to-
I cannot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you wouldn't be able to cast.
I would be able to do that. Yeah, so
Yes.
it's yeah.
Yes. So you
I'm
take,
getting hit by it.
Yes, you
So
can.
it doesn't even matter. Yeah.
Yes, you can. You take 11 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
He's still up.
And I am unconscious.
And with the third attack, with the second attack of the second cultist, they're gonna try to hit you while you're
Yeah, yeah,
unconscious.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, it's
I got bad initiative, so you guys can get me up
Uh,
before I need to do death saves.
Yep, that's a crit on the hit. So you take just 2 death saves. Fails. They don't
Yep.
change if they just crit on you, so that's fine.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
with fanatical fervor, you see your companion fall.
Oh, bugger.
So we go back
Well,
to
that
the
didn't
start.
work.
Oh, back to the start. Oh shit.
Yes, dust. It's your turn.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
Dust notches another arrow, prepares to swing around the corner, and we'll shoot the first cultist he sees, which is this guy.
All right.
Do I get advantage in attack, or is it normal?
You were hidden, so
Stealth.
no, you're not. You are not hidden. You specifically attacked after you stealthed, so you're not stealthed right now.
Alright, good.
14 hits. Oh,
Nice damage.
very good shot.
Pretty good.
Another arrow hits the other cultist on the left shoulder this time, knocking the wind out of them.
And Dust is horrified to see his companion has fallen. And
Yeah, there is. You see the scimitar is still
Gets
lodged.
PTSD from what's
Yeah,
happened before.
the scimitar is still lodged an inch into their chest.
Brilliant.
Dust, maybe it's you. People seem to keep dying around you.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
you're the
not-
problem.
I'm bad luck. You
You're a
must
black
have-
cat.
And then, as I shout that, I will duck into stealth
Okay.
and attempt to hide behind the rock.
Very well. Eurus.
Eurus is going to take his stubby little feet, get all over here, and first and foremost, cast Sacred Flame on this guy.
Okay.
Wow, for 1 whole point of damage.
The cultist will
Uh-oh.
attempt to evade. Hold on, that's not with advantage. My bad. That's a 15.
Oh, God.
Yeah, does nothing. And bonus action, Healing Word
Oh,
on Hashkin
well, thank you very much.
for 5 points
It
of
might not
healing.
count for much.
All right. What is
Yeah,
your
because it's
healing-
waiting for their turn.
what is your healing ward?
For Moradin, stand up.
And you watch as you finish that statement, the dragonborn You notice that from underneath them, a hammer appears, a spectral hammer that pushes them upwards, so that they're standing on their feet as you regain 5 hit points. And you do notice as the hammer appears, like, a spectral dwarf is, like, holding it, just shaking his head, disappearing immediately.
And I'm
Wow,
gonna move all the way over here and end my turn.
The dragon claw behind the pillar goes, blast! They've got a cleric. Quickly, go after him. I'll take care of this one.
Fun.
The cultist is going to try to hit you with his scimitar. Still maintaining pack tactics. Yeah, that's a 23 to hit.
22?
Oh,
23.
23. Even if I cast shield, don't do anything.
Fucking hell.
I'm getting really. You're getting. How much is it a plus on these rolls, Spyro?
Not high. I'm just I just rolled an 18 to hit you, like twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm like either the incredibly high rolls.
Yep.
Rigged dice.
This is
Yeah,
we
I
can
mean,
go.
There's even if I cast shield, it won't do anything. So I'm not gonna.
okay, you fall because you take 8 points of slashing damage. Then, due to his fanatical advantages, he slices at you, yelling a phrase, "Glory to the 5-headed one!" And the blade carves into you in similar fashion that someone might carve into a stake.
Yep.
However, as you fall unconscious, 5, 10.
The second time.
Yeah, he runs up to the dwarf and is going to try to make a normal attack with their scimitar against you. That's a 24.
That hits.
Yeah.
my god.
You take 4 points of slashing damage.
Excuse me,
These
what?
are some,
You take
these are
4...
high rolls.
Okay.
There you go.
Damn.
Okay, good.
I did just again roll really high.
Yeah. You're getting really good rolls, man.
Yeah, I know. I have.
We
I
aren't.
have it on stream. I'm honest.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Like it's insane.
Next up we've got the.
Let the record show.
Let the record show.
We're just crap.
We're just awful at this.
Yeah, I'm just getting decimated.
Yeah, this one.
Aiden and I are talking about a favourite flavour of like coffee or something out the front. Unaware.
That is a 23 to hit you, Hurist, as the other's
Yep.
cultist screams and tries to thrust the scimitar into your chest.
That indeed hits.
You take 14 points of slashing damage.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
You know.
As he pierces you with the blade, you feel your breath just immediately being taken away as he yells, "You are no match for the power of the dragon! Kneel!" And he's gonna try to push the scimitar deeper with his second attack. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. That is a 24 to hit. Again. You take 1 point of slashing damage.
Just. I take that happily.
I'll
As
gladly
he
take that one.
pushes the scimitar in with great fervor.
Maybe 1 millimeter.
So
Damn
you're telling
you.
me he takes 1 damage when I took 23 points of damage in one
Oh
turn
no,
in 2 attacks.
Your player
You took
companion.
19 damage in one turn.
Yeah,
So.
your player companion took 19 points of damage. This.
That is, yeah.
As the
You guys hit hard.
yeah, as the cultist goes, "Damn you, dick." Vulcan.
So I'm gonna hearing all this. I'm gonna grab Aiden and like swing around the corners. Like, let's get in there. I'm gonna dash, and I think I can get to there with just like a double move. We'll just get in the way, just screaming as I do, to draw attention to myself.
Oh, they've got company. Damn.
And
Yeah.
I think that's all I can do.
Aiden.
And seeing Vulcan run in, I will start to move as well, but I will not dash. I will just run 30 foot in here, and seeing the two dragon claws absolutely brutalizing my friends, I will attempt to toll the dead on one of them and hope that I can take it out.
Okay.
Oh my god. Wait. Oh,
That's the wrong dice. You need to roll a d12.
Yes,
yeah,
I-
you went for full HP
Yeah, I
instead
did,
of
so
damage.
Even worse.
I actually.
Okay.
I should have just. Oh god.
The dice gods aren't with us.
No.
The dice gods have abandoned us.
Oh no.
If it matters, that is a 3 on the saving. So sorry, a 5 on the saving throw.
Well, it's at least 1 damage to one of them.
You're gonna get 0.5 of the damage if he saved.
No, he failed to save, but it's 1 damage to one of them at least.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you sing a word of divine, divine punishment,
Pain.
and you see a flame flicker beneath the artist's feet as it goes. Ah, what the? Heshkin, I would like you to give me that saving throw, please.
Oh, of course.
Success. Dust.
I'm hoping for a crit so I could just Undertaker them. Just be like, I didn't hear no bell.
Hey.
Tabaxi.
Knowing the enemy probably knows roughly where it is, he'll crouch down low, cunning action hide, and then hop out to ice one of these fools.
You already had
Close.
advantage, so roll with advantage.
Oh well.
That hits. Roll with sneak attack.
That'll be the closest one.
At least one of us can do something.
Oh god.
That's still a lot of damage.
And
Just
back behind
delete
the
it.
rock. And that will be dust.
Yeah, as you fire an arrow, you watch Urist, the one that just has the scimitar driven into your chest. An arrow pierces the space behind his mask and his ear. As you see it go inwards and appears on the other side, and the cultist shakes for a moment before falling back. Urist.
Is there still a scimitar in my torso?
Oh no, that drops as the cultist dies.
And I'm actually gonna return the favor to the other cultist and bash him over the head with my battle axe. Apparently not.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna point at Heshkin again and bring him back up with my healing word
Alright, go for it.
for 7 points of health.
I'm like Jason. I'm just like Jason Voorhees. Just like,
Can't be good for you.
are you the one?
I don't know. It's more like Bambi on an ice lake than Jason Voorhees. As in, you keep getting up and then falling down, and then get up and then.
Just
It'll be
dust
a
myself
kindness
off and just be
to
like,
I guess
Um,
my disguise will not.
The dragon court turns to Heskin and then turns to you, Eurus, and goes, I'm gonna take you out first. Yeah, let's make some attacks. Normal against you. 1, 2. That's a 16 to hit with the first one.
16 misses.
Unfortunate. You take the second one is at 24. You take 2 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Easier.
Yeah. Death by 1,000 cuts.
They're accurate, but they aren't great.
You may kill me, but how can you hope to defeat an army?
Shut up, he says, as Vulcan sprints over here and shouts, "Excuse me, friend, I think you've dropped something," and then uppercuts him with his warhammer.
What have I? Oh, that hits.
It's a plus one as well.
What are you?
Oh my!
Oh my!
Oh my god! Jesus!
Are you
I
smiting?
told you, he's in short range. I got little legs, but in short range.
So that's with one-handed.
Yeah, it's one-handed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's 9 points of damage plus 2 points of damage. It doesn't matter if you have a shield on for dueling.
No,
Does it matter what weapon you use?
no, it just stipulates that you can't have two
Yeah, I know.
weapons.
Pretty cool. 11 points of damage.
two one-handed weapons.
Yes, pretty cool. You smack the warhammer into this cultist's chin so hard, the mask flies off of their head. As you see, like a tooth also follow the mask with it, and he flops onto the ground. More dead.
In
than-
future,
Yeah.
let me go first.
Yes.
Just about to say.
I do not think subterfuge will work here.
No.
I'm a blunt instrument, not a fine tooth
Scalpel,
comb.
yeah.
That's the one.
I've run up to the
While
other.
the fight has just ended, I'm gonna see and listen out if anybody else is coming.
Make a perception check.
See if anybody else has been alerted. You know.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the back gate, the entrance for the other guards.
Oh,
Oh,
Of course, I'm nat 20 now.
You don't have any
Oh,
light,
wait,
do you?
it's-
No, I'm just listening
Okay. You close
looking here.
your ears to the
because
ground.
I don't have dark vision, so I'm just listening to see if I can hear any like kobolds scuttling about or like
Yeah.
cultists coming
Yeah.
down the hallways.
I'm gonna say
'Cause
you hear sounds coming out from down into the cavern, but those are more ambient sounds. Something like fluttering. Fluttering? Like
oh.
behind me, lads.
you can also
Actually,
hear some sounds coming out from close to you, but you can't tell where. And they're not exactly ambient sounds, those, but those are even a little bit more distant.
Heshkin,
Yeah.
come back here. Lick some wounds. Let's get you sorted out first.
Yeah.
Both you and Eurist.
I'll look to Vulcan and say, "You and Dust stand watch. I can perform a prayer of healing for these two.
Absolutely. Done.
It will take us 10 minutes, however, if we are willing to. It may be too long.
I will
10
put
minutes
my
is a
arrows in the meantime.
long time. 10 minutes is a long time.
It is.
We were making a lot of noise in there.
it may be a long time, but it may also ensure our survival.
I mean, I've got healing hands as well. So there's three. We all three of us got healing hands.
Only you got healing hands.
Lay on hands. Sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
Aidan also has a pool of healing.
Yeah, a small amount. Very small.
Actually,
Okay.
before we do anything, or rather before you heal anyone, Eurus is going to grab Vulcan's and Aiden's hands and cast Aid and give ourselves
Ooh.
5 more hit points. That
Okay.
is 5 more maximum hit points.
Oh, thank you very much. I knew I liked him. He's nice.
Yes.
Right.
As the aid is casted, you watch as this molten ethereal armor is built over your skin, as if you are clasped in beautiful plate armor, dwarven armor.
It makes me feel like I'm at home.
I believe we should continue our journey.
I'm gonna lay my hands on Heshkin, and I'm gonna give you. How damaged would you say? If you could give like a number.
I've got 7 health out of 23.
So if I were to give you an extra 7 health.
If you were to per se, I would be around about 14.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna lay my hands, utter a prayer, and give you 7.
Yeah, I'm just
7
above
health.
half,
Let's
so
talk
thank you very much.
and I will
in-
look for my arrows and investigate the bodies.
I will
The
Cast-
disguises will be ruined, I would imagine, so I can't use them.
I will cast
Yeah.
Cure Wounds on Eurus. As well, at level.
Ooh, wow.
So
Nice.
that was just the
Thank you.
guards.
That was
Um,
just the guards.
Yes, what you find is that they're wearing fine leather armor. Each of them has a pair of scimitars. Each of them has a scimitar, making up for a pair of scimitars, if you need them. Apart from them, they don't look very ornate. Or they don't really seem to have much money on them. Let's see how much coin they might have on them now. They have 3 silver and 2 copper.
They're rich, guys.
Tosses that to the sides. Well, I'll collect my arrows at least.
Alright, I'd like to move to
Sure.
around this pillar, just have a look what's in front. What we can see from here.
Should I light a torch?
I'll tell you what you can see.
Yeah, I'd imagine if anyone has any light source, that would be really useful.
I have a few torches in my backpack, so I will take one out.
First of all, do make a perception check, as you're
Yep.
also hearing and listening.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, it's pretty dark in here, lads.
no, it's not that. It's that the ground kind of like disappears forward in front of you, about like 20 or so feet, and then there's this fine set of stairs you can see that are going down. What you can also see is that in the pillar right here, from the other side, there is a 5-foot pole.
What, sticking out of the pillar?
No, just set on the pillar, like someone just left.
Oh,
it there.
okay. I'd like to go and have a look at that pole.
It appears to
See
be a
what
wooden
that's about.
pole, more akin to a stick.
Can I light a torch to my character so I can see?
Certainly.
Actually, you could get my bullseye lantern. It's much more efficient.
What does it do? Or does that
It's-
take up a spell slot or anything? Like
No, it's just
I-
a lantern. It's 60 feet of light instead of 20 for a torch.
Well, then I'll have that then.
I also know the light cantrip. If
Oh, yeah, no,
Orb
absolutely.
light
Like
is
that.
great, but it will make us like very
Can
visible.
I? I'm just gonna nod to the rogue and be like, "Can you look for any traps or secret entrances?"
And the dwarves have dark vision, so we
Yeah,
should
I
be.
know.
I've also got dark vision.
And I'm going to help looking for traps and whatnot if I can.
Very well.
Yeah.
Are you looking for traps like all around the room or just mainly here in the front?
I think we should just check the whole room just in case.
Right.
Definitely.
Kind of a chamber they're going into ahead. Like, is anything on the ceiling? Is like the floor loose or anything?
Oh, so you're looking
Yeah,
mainly ahead of you.
Yes, that's what
Okay. Make me an investigation check or a perception check with advantage if that's the case. Okay. Looking forward and trying to discern, in front of you, you see there is a ledge dropping down to a 10-foot drop. And to your right, you can see broad steps that are roughly hewn into a natural stone ramp. The cavern below is carpeted with a profusion of fungi ranging from a few inches high to nearly as tall as a human adult on the side of the wall to your right. Two
Okay,
paths.
I'd like-
Yes?
Oh, so I was just going to say I would like to move up to the ledge, not go down the steps,
Yes,
and
of
then
course.
just turn to everyone and say, like, yeah, form up. Let's have a look at what we're going
What
down into.
I'm questioning is why is there just a little bit down here? Like, why does it dart off in this direction?
Well,
Like, it looks like the cave. Like,
Ah, if it's man-made, I'm with you.
it kind of looks like it goes down this way, but if it's man-made, they wouldn't have put this in for no reason.
Yeah.
That is actually a good question because
Yeah.
Well, this pole exists, and we have some strange fungi in front of us. I don't know much about nature. Does anyone know if this fungus is perhaps toxic?
Does anybody?
you can give me a nature check.
Is anybody good at nature?
Does anyone ever pick nature?
The one person in the
I
group,
saw it, so I guess I'll see if I know it.
I'm alright at survival, but not nature.
21! Very good.
That'll do.
You know of these plants. Those are violet fungi.
What did they do?
Ah, yes.
Dust,
Primarily,
what do these mushrooms do?
yes, these fungi are usually found in caves or in the Underdark. You can not tell much about them, like from up here, but you do realize what they are. A violet fungi violet fungi spawn in organic matter, then break that matter and consume it, feeding on filth and corpses. As they mature, they eject spores that drift in the lightest of breezes to spawn new fungi. You would know that these are carnivorous things, that they usually can sprout tentacles and tendrils to wrap victims close to them, up to a quarterstaff's length, or even a glaive's length, for that matter. And that they feed usually on dead organic material. They are not very sentient per se, but they are predatory plants, similar to a flytrap.
Alright, well. Should I just Eldritch Blast them from here?
Well, you may release spores, which may not be good for us. Not competing.
Maybe you should check for traps as well. Because I'm very para at the moment. I almost died. Check for traps, please.
I'm gonna say with
Well,
your...
this next.
I'm gonna say because you specifically searched for that direction, I'm gonna say with your 20, as you're looking at the stairs, you can see that every second step seems a little bit tilted.
Huh.
It is my hypothesis that perhaps these steps may be trapped to slide down and trap people in with the fungus. This is a 10-foot drop.
Do you know if the fungus, being a plant that you said, a predatory plant, if we were to stand still, it's an issue, or if we were to move, it will be fine because they feed off of the dead.
It's against that wall. Could we just like shimmy against the other wall? We could just like go down these stairs, avoid the trap, and just go opposite to the other wall. Like just go bop, 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 and then instantly dart up and then shimmy
These
around there.
creatures, well, this fungus plant, it feeds on the dead. So we could use these fresh bodies to perhaps distract them, toss them close by.
Good thinking.
That's actually
like
a good
it.
idea.
Yeah, I can give them to me and I'll launch them
There's
to
only
the
2 bodies
path
for
of them.
4 fungus.
We could put them.
Battle axe. Cut it in half.
Done. That's a good. That's also a good idea. Cut it in half. A
Okay.
jurist, if you wouldn't mind cutting these bodies in half for us.
May I suggest we take great care walking on these steps? I've noticed each.
And
second.
also can we try not make much noise as well while we're doing this?
Fine. You guys are kind of sadistic, but okay.
Dead bodies.
Really practical.
They were cultist bastards. I don't care.
They would have done the same to us.
I still
done
have
worse
a
to
fatal
us.
part in this part.
Fair
This is
enough.
the lesser brothers. Can I just go to the 2 clerics who are both having an issue with this and just say this is the lesser evil, brothers? This is not the end game. Is your job here? Is your outlook to quell the lesser evil and let the worst situations come to pass, or would you rather step on a few of the smaller issues to then ultimate ends justifying the means?
What we are doing is not evil. These people are dead, and their corpses will serve a more practical purpose than just simply rotting in the cave.
Yeah.
Take care when you carry them down the steps. I suspect they are trapped to lead you straight into the
Can you
plants.
point out which steps you think are trapped so we can avoid them?
It seems every second one is strangely tilted.
Okay, then I will. Okay, well, we cut the body in half and we feed it to each of the mushrooms and we walk past. Correct?
I will,
Yes.
I will
Okay.
observe as you do this.
Is everyone all right with this?
It's practical.
Yes.
Very
I
pragmatic.
suppose.
My brothers, I just want to grab like the two clerics. This is for the good. This is for a good cause, my brothers. This
For
is
the
this
good.
is not petty violence. This is not.
Would my sword be saying anything about this, Spino?
You look at your sentient sword and all you hear in response is, "You have a purpose greater than this. These souls have butchered more than we could even fathom. Find the one that is our quarry. Stopping them shall end the greatest of all evils from returning."
Yes.
This is a small sacrifice which must be made for the many. If we leave these are two.
The
vile
bodies are already
creatures.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, you
And
look at the corpses and
the-
both of them are just like, with flies flying around.
These guys are already dead. And
Let's
it's,
talk-
it's not like they
Let's
it's not like they deserve to be buried after what
Yeah.
they've done.
I'm
I'll,
just
I'll
gonna- I'm just-
begrudgingly accept that this has to be done, even
But
though I'm
I
not
wanna
particularly happy with it.
I want to take both of them like by the hand, and just as Bahamut is my guide. This is the correct path for us both.
And then we chop the bodies in half.
And then we cut the bodies in half with a massive hammer or axe.
Or
Axe with a massive axe.
Eurus,
Eurus, yes.
are you doing? Are you cutting them in half?
I am chopping them apart. Yes.
Very well.
Feel like I chop off
Making...
hands.
Or
No?
I was just gonna say I'm just doing more RP, but carry on.
Okay, yes. As you begin to cut down the bodies and some of you making your way down, you can toss the remains over at the fungi. What happens is you watch as the bodies, or the body parts fly over. The spores that are on the ground grow these very long 10-foot tendrils and begin to wrap themselves around the corpses, strangling them and beginning to feed on the fresh blood.
Oh Jesus!
Sounds like something from the Thing, man.
It does.
Make
Let's-
haste.
Let's still keep a 10-foot radius.
Also, tanks up the front and keep vigilant.
Hmm
Constant perception checks.
Dust, you want to lead the way, and I'll take.
Oh,
Yeah, try and
follow you,
stealth a bit
Yeah.
further ahead of us.
Right, I want to ask, did you actually cast Prayer of Healing?
No,
Cool.
I
We
just
could not
used
spend 10 minutes.
yeah, I just used a single cure wounds instead.
Yeah.
I would also suggest that you also move up because
Okay,
you saw.
Yeah, so then I'll be
I
second.
can't smell blood or anything.
You want me to put
Try
blood on the map?
and,
Sure. Let
try
me
and
just
sneak a tiny bit ahead because you're much better at sneaking than the rest of them.
hold the one of the players.
Blood.
One of the players demand blood.
Blood
so-
for the blood god!
Yep,
And,
we heard
Dust
you.
will
Sarah.
attempt to
Here. There's some blood.
Nice.
Oh, thematic. Now I'm immersed.
my immersion was not there, but now it's off the charts.
Oh,
dust.
So
we're getting a
as-
reading of 6.4.
Yes, as you're moving in, let me tell you what you
EMF
see.
5, freezing temps.
Because Dust, let me stop you right there.
Yes.
You move into a large open cavern, the ceiling being 15 foot from you. It is the ceiling is littered with bats. We are talking about swarms of bats onto the ceiling. You can't really count them, and they're all standing absolutely still, sleeping.
I
That's-
will.
It extends all the way to the other end of the cavern.
What do you
go
say?
to my dwarf friend. I'm going to whisper to him. Pass the message. There are a great many bats. We must move quietly.
And I'm going to turn to Eurist and say, there are a great many hats. Pass it on. No, no, there are a great many hats. Yeah, I'll just pass the message along that we need to be quiet.
How many cats are?
Aiden, there, you know, I was going to say, there's a great many cats.
There's a grapevine of twats.
Dustin's people are
There's
here,
a
I see.
there's a load of house mats.
Yeah, Jurist, you pass the message along to your
I'm glad I have such dependable companions.
Okay, so are we just going to try and sneak past these bats without
Yes,
alerting
sir.
them? I think that's
How
our
hard
only
can it
choice. 'Cause
be?
there's so many bats, we have to be able to. We have to just sneak past them.
Just being the stealthiest is going to attempt to go first.
You
Without
go
the other
first, yeah.
flanking behind him.
Yeah,
I
go.
will jump up to this pillar.
Okay. Can you give me a stealth check then? If you're going slow, you have advantage.
Check, it was so good.
You have plus 6.
You have advantage if you go slow. So
And
Oh, yeah.
I'm Vulcan, because you can still just see he's desperately looking at him for like signals and things.
you
Can you-
tiptoe your way into the cavern. You notice
Right.
none of the bats react.
Based on that, I don't assume there'll be any guards behind these bloody pillars. That'd be stupid. They'd kill themselves. And I'm going to dart to this pillar.
Watching his movement, I'm gonna start moving more forward.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You-
I'm gonna slowly, sneakily move forward.
Everyone who's
Yep.
moving slowly and carefully, you have
I'm, like,
advantage
signaling to-
on your stealth.
Okay, good to know.
So do proceed speaking, by the way.
21.
Yes. What were you gonna say,
Oh.
Xander?
Sorry, what was that?
So you
You'll cut out
wanted
for
to
a
say
second.
something before I cut you off. Sorry.
No, it's fine. My internet just went weird for a second, and everything turned into Blade Runner. It was great. What just happened?
Nothing. You are
I
rolling.
will sneak it ahead.
Yes, you are sneaking
I wanted
ahead,
to snake.
and if you're going slowly, you roll with advantage.
Yes. Okay, so I roll with advantage.
And if you had to.
Oh, I got
for
a
it-
5, not a 1.
I
That's
should have ran for the entire system first.
So,
Yeah.
Heshkan.
I'm gonna guess 3 of us pass, yeah.
Yes, Heshkan and Malkuth, Urest, both of you proceed onwards, and with relative ease, might I add, as you're making your way through, just not a single bat seems to move. Then you hear as Aiden moves in. The bats begin to twirl and move, but they don't seem to really react.
We got lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you notice
Um,
as also Vulcan begins to move. The bats do shake their heads, but they don't seem to awake fully.
okay.
Right.
Okay. Which direction are we gonna go to from here?
Well, I can only see one direction, a bunch of ledges. So I'm good.
I can see left, right, and right
Yeah, I
ahead
can
of
see
us.
stairs to our right.
Yes, there's stairs to our right, and there's another chasm to our left.
Just be your sneaky self and get in front. Relay what you
no,
find.
no, let's decide left or right. Left, right.
I'm going right.
Right. Okay, go ahead, and I will follow about
I can't.
15 feet behind you.
Yeah, I can't see anything from my position, so.
You can't see? I've got a
I
torch.
can see. I can see certain things, not a lot.
I've got a torch right now that's up to
Ooh.
60 feet, so you should be.
Actually,
Oh,
here's
no, it was just where I was standing. I was behind. some
Oh,
kind of
okay. I
stuff.
thought it was like you
It's a
just
very
could see. For
narrow
some reason. I was like, well,
stairwell.
here's a
yeah.
question though.
These steps.
Does this part of the cavern look man-made, or are there still natural caves?
Good question. This is where a history check, Stone Cunning, comes in.
Oh yes! Oh, we'll both do
Hey!
it. We'll both do it. Stone cutting.
Yes, both of you roll for it as you are looking at the rocks and the rock formation. This is the first time that Stone Cunning, comes in.
Yeah.
So, forgive me. How does that work
History.
with stone cutting?
So you make
So I
a
do a
hit.
history
You make a
check
hit.
and then add.
You make a,
Advantage.
yeah,
Sorry,
you
go
make
on.
a history check and you do it at advantage.
Oh, everyone's got the Blade Runner again. I can't hear anyone.
advantage. He got 25 anyway.
Also help with expertise.
Yes.
Xander is.
Oh, damn.
Xander has gone into a coma.
Yeah.
Is that
apparently.
how it goes?
Yeah.
Bad internal connectivity just messes us all. We'll.
So, what did these steps even
I'll
like look
tell
like?
you. Give me a moment. So, investigating the stone around you, you notice, Eurus, some of this cavern is actually natural, but you see a lot of it has been carved. The walls, the floor, the stairs, a lot of it has been crafted to fit the cult's needs.
Hmm.
And you can also tell with a natural 20, a lot of it is. Some of it is from manual labor, but just bad manual labor. A lot of it is from even just more cheap magical method.
Cheap magical methods of mining. Okay.
But what does this mean? How is this important, my friend?
It means that they found a natural cave and.
Yeah, what I'm
Apologies,
gonna
my
say,
internet just went absolutely haywire.
It's
I
okay.
have my
Yes,
back.
let me
yeah,
explain- let me explain what just transpired. With the natural 20, Eurus can comprehend that a lot of this was already existing as a cavern, but it was recrafted by the cult magically
Okay.
and non-magically. What's important is with the natural 20, I will also tell you that a lot of the crafted parts of the cavern, where stairs might be, are very likely going to be watched or trapped due to the fact that you can tell now that a lot of the natural formations of the game of the cave have been tempered with.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
So our two choices are send the sneaky guy first, who
Check
may
for
be able to,
traps.
who can find traps or dodge traps, or we send just someone beefy who can just tank them.
So,
Well,
by the way,
Yeah,
let me say something really quickly. At the end of these stairs, Dust, you see where your vision ends. It ends not because of a wall. It ends due to a curtain that hangs from the passage at the base of these steeply descending steps.
Oh.
It is made from hundreds of heavy leather strips, each about the width of a human band. All of them are fixed to the ceiling and are long enough to drag onto the floor, extending from the wall to the wall. Coming from a variety of local animals and is badly cured. It is also several layers thick with no real gaps, so you can't really see through it at all.
I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
Leather is often used to protect, well, from heat, I'd say. Typically, you think, maybe?
Well, if I'm thinking it, this is down in the caverns, right? So what's the temperature like in here? I'm gonna imagine it's.
The temperature
Quite
down
cold?
here, let me tell you.
Because okay, right.
While the sound
Tap-
is the faint sound, down here the temperature I'm gonna say is humid to cold. It is going cold.
It is going cold. And if like, can you check the steps for traps? Because I have an idea what this place might be. Because it might be using the leather to trap, like, to stop heat getting into the room.
About. Well, with your knowledge that the stairs are likely trapped and common sense.
Well,
I will-
because like if it's like whatever the ice dragon color is, like if they have an egg, maybe the egg likes something like cold temperatures. So maybe they're protected. That's what I'm thinking.
Xander, I think we hear a lot of static.
Wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apologies,
it's-
1 second.
Yeah, of course.
You're right, Heshkin. This may be used to protect an egg. Called a variety.
You're like yeah, because I would imagine the ice dragons might need a colder temperature. So
I will
maybe-
investigate the stairs.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Dust while he investigates.
Yeah, and also
Oh,
you get
the
advantage
D4.
to the investigation check because of the dwarven guidance.
Yeah.
I'll roll the guidance once and then I'll do investigation again.
So you got guidance, you got an 18 on the investigation already. Yeah, there you go. D4,
There we go.
F3, and doing another investigation.
So yeah,
Alright.
so that'll be 21.
21. The stairs themselves don't seem trapped. They seem like crudely crafted stairs. As you descend them, just testing to see like what you see. You stand before the leather strips as you're looking down at the stairs. And then your tabaxian nose picks up a scent you've just smelled a few moments ago by the spilling of the blood. You smell the terrible smell of iron coming from into this room. Blood. And a little bit is faintly also on the leather strips.
Oh, the leather strips might be trapped.
As you're looking at the leather strips, I'm gonna need you to just really quickly give me a perception check. Normal perception. Success. You slowly, with your one hand, curl around one of the leather strips and pull it slowly from the rest. And you see on the one side it looks like perfectly fine leather, if just really badly kept leather straps. On the other, there is these tiny little hooks built into the leather.
God.
And each of them seems to have a little bit of green, but a smidge of green on them. What you can smell as poison.
Dust. What do you see?
This curtain. The other sides of the leather are poisoned. Little hooks.
Do you see it there on the other side?
I've not opened the leather that much. Do I try? Well, I will carefully attempt to part the leather so I can see into the room
With what?
Maybe use your like daggers or something like that. I don't know.
with my rapier.
Alright. With your weapon, that is fine. With your weapon, you attempt to slowly pull the curtain to one side. What you see does surprise you. The first thing you see is an oozing mist of red on the bottom part of the floor. And then you see behind the curtain, it being naturally cold, and the smell of old blood that assaults your nose now as the curtain is open, being covered the floor with dried puddles of blood. You see 4 floor-to-ceiling columns that are spaced throughout this chamber, and chains have been strung between them like a clothesline. Animal carcasses are hanging on hooks from these chains. You see gutted and skinned antelope, deer, goats, what might have been big cats, and even a few small bears. Some of this meat has been here for a while, and you know how spoiled meat smells like.
Something in here? There's something really bad in here.
Sounds like a food storage to me.
I don't think
yeah,
it's
well-
good storage.
Good storage.
I mean,
Wanna try
why
it?
would food storage need such an elaborate door?
It is also
Keep
pretty
the-
cold in
keep
here.
the heat out.
Like yeah, there you go. Like the leather they could be using to as a door to keep the heat from coming in.
But why poison the leather?
Just stop us.
On the inside. If you are so confident in your theory, by all means, go ahead. But I suspect they may keep something in there. Something much
I
more
would have to
dangerous.
agree with Dust.
I
Wait.
do not recommend going
Did
in
you
there.
say there was just like a pole in the bit behind us, against one of the pillars?
Yeah, but that was back in before
Pools of
we...
dried blood.
Hmm. I'm still trying to figure out what you mentioned it, so I'm like, it must be something.
5-foot pole we left back at the before the toxic plants. Yeah.
But if everyone in this place knows, then for meat storage they just, I don't know, take whatever they've got on them and just kind of push the leather to the side and go in. I would imagine.
By all means.
Like, can we hear anything in there? Like,
Make a perception check.
I suspect
Dust, can you hear anything breathing in there or anything like that?
I will place my ear against the leather.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh,
There is
Nice.
an immense sound of silence, and the occasional fluttering of the bats from the room behind you. Just
If there is something in there, it does not breathe. I cannot hear anything.
I don't want to go in first because I went in first last time and I got fucking stabbed. So,
I'll go in. I'll follow Dust in.
Be careful, the door is very
poisoned.
strange.
So I maybe just push it to the side with like a shield or weapon.
Or cut it down.
Has anyone got any ranged spells or anything?
I can just Eldritch Blast it, but it might be a bit loud.
We don't
Yeah.
have bats. If you're intent on us cutting it down, I could. Repair
Well,
it.
yeah, I could you could just hit it with your weapon. Just maybe.
All right, sure. I'll start cutting at the leather.
all right. This is thick leather, so you begin to just. It takes you about 1 minute of just swinging at it to cut it.
Okay.
Lead the way, Yost, or Vulcan.
I'll lead the way. Sorry, just quick question. Can you guys hear
Yeah.
me okay? Yeah, I've lost like most of my volume for some reason. I really don't know what's going on. But
No, we can hear it.
having a fun evening. But yes, I shall go first through the leather, cutting forward, stepping to the bottom of the staircase.
What do you see?
What do I see?
As I said already, you see a large room with animal carcasses that appears to not lead anywhere else.
Oh. So
Can I check for any movement in the dark?
Certainly, make a perception check.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I've got my volume's gone like horrendously low, so I'm kind of really trying to hear you guys.
That's
I
alright.
think it does.
It's fair enough.
You can increase volume on Discord, by the way.
I have. I've maxed it out. I really don't know what's going on, but we'll make do. Even though I can't see anything, apparently.
You do not see anyone or hear anything.
Well, I didn't hear anything before, which is making me a little bit more confident. I'm still curious. So we assume this is where they keep the food. That's what you're guessing, Eshkin.
But somebody said it. I don't know. Somebody said it, and I just kind of went, "Oh, that kind of makes sense with like the leather
Yeah.
because we've been trying to just stop the heat coming in."
Yeah, you just said
Ah.
it.
How cold is it in here?
Pretty chill. A few degrees below zero.
Yeah, this could definitely be food storage. Like they had a lot of people here. They would need to store food,
It's not unreasonable.
especially meat. Just still here.
Hmm.
Meat doesn't travel well.
So anything to be gained?
As you're moving in, Dust, you do see, like, as you're looking around, the hanged carcass of like an enormous panther just like staring at you in the face as it's just swinging slowly from side to side.
This is not disturbing.
Can we loot the room?
There is meat.
For meat?
There's meat.
Yeah, there's just meat and bones.
Nothing. Oh, okay, there's nothing of value here.
Food is valuable for the right person.
Do you guys want to try the left exit now?
Do you want to carry any food, Eurus?
I'll take a small piece.
Yeah, you can either carve.
Try and take something fresher.
Yeah.
Sure. You can carve either some rabbit or some elk. Which
I'll take elk.
yes,
elk is nice.
You can give yourselves both 4 points of rations, but just carving food off of here. If you
Dust will take his rapier and kind of like draw on the underside of the leathers, try and get some poison on it.
make a sleight of hand. No, make a medicine check.
Medicine.
it is very difficult to get poison already that has dried up on the hooks. This is poison that becomes active once it is like into something. Like once it kind of hits blood, it just reactivates again. So it is very difficult to just scrape it out from the hooks.
Mm.
Just
That's
dust.
damage.
I reckon we go back to which way do we want to go? While we're still here and we can talk at a normal level without learning the bats, which direction do we want to go?
Well,
Well-
ahead of us, there's these cliffs. How did they look like they were tall? Hard cliffs to scale?
Do they look like they go anywhere?
There, the cliffs to the north. Eurist can tell
Yes.
me who's there.
Oh, well, I've got my torch right
I
now.
was gonna say previously it looked like there was another room up there
Yeah.
that I could see pretty far.
Yeah, the floor drops about 10 feet to each ledge. You can
Okay,
see
well-
with the lantern.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you can see inside. Like there is trash in there.
Oh, it's a rubbish dump.
Well, I could see up to about here.
Yeah, you can see with the lantern. You can see inside there from the base. Normal sorts of refuse, broken pottery, rotted baskets, mouse-chewed rope. You can even hear some mice in there. Discarded clothes, just boots, tattered books, cracked lamps, all manner of things.
So
It makes sense to follow the constructed path as they would take that themselves.
yes. So
Precisely.
what
Aye, but that's going to be the path of most resistance. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I do. Well, if this place is the trash pile, I do not believe it head anywhere. It's like, what's the point in having a trash pile if it led to somewhere?
I will scout ahead, and I can see 2 sets of stairs in front of me.
You don't only see that.
Look for traps before you keep going.
Yeah,
Ah.
dust, dust, dust. All poor dust. What do you see ahead of you?
I've been really fucking para about traps.
First of all, you do see these 2 creatures.
Alright.
Everyone else stop moving.
Mm.
It's important. And as you move in, do you have your wits about you? I'm gonna say you would at this stage. So
Yeah, I'm in an enemy cave.
Yeah.
My whole character's based around observation. I'd say so.
give me a perception check.
Apparently not.
Unfortunate. As you're moving in, yeah, beneath the parchment sheet, as you're moving in, you notice a relatively thin layer of what appears to be cave floor. And you notice
Beneath
this
the
with your feet.
Sheet.
Yes, you notice it with your feet as you're
Parchment
stepping on it. Yeah, parchment sheet.
Ah.
As it opens, and beneath you, a pit opens up. About 2 feet deep.
Alright.
As you fall into this pit, there is no spikes. However, you begin to hear a hissing sound. As you see, as you see poisonous snakes just rise up from the bottom.
Why does it have to be snake?
Every time.
You take 2 points of piercing damage as you're stepping in. Can you give me a con save? Success. You feel a little bit of venom begins to seep through. These are just numerous baby spiders in there. Snakes in there that begin to bite onto your boots. You feel the scraping, but you don't really feel a lot of pain. Make me a stealth check.
Meh.
All of us, or just him?
No, him, because he's the one who just entered into the trap. Well, what's better or for worse, they don't. The draconic little creatures ahead of you don't seem to notice you.
Excellent. Well,
Correct. Sorts.
Dust will bite his tongue, trying to retract his foot and move backwards.
I'm
Mhm.
assuming we all saw him like drop a few feet, like a couple of feet.
Yes.
Just gonna walk over. Just,
I'm just gonna walk over to Dust and
you okay?
what just happened?
It's a strange trap. I believe it was snakes. We must remain quiet. There's creatures ahead.
How many?
From what I can see, 2 of the small draconic creatures.
Oh, we could take them.
There may be more. I don't think they've seen me, but there's an odd paper, covered trap.
Okay.
Poisonous little snakes.
Can you tell how far it extends?
I will have a look. I'm a bit more aware now. And I will attempt to
Before we go
cast
into
my
this
eye
fight,
over
stealth hasn't been helping us a lot. We could just try and blitzkrieg them.
I mean, that's
Just-
very much in keeping what I had in mind. Thank you,
Just-
Heshkin.
Absolutely blitz them, destroy them in 1 or 2 rounds. Maybe get a
Yeah.
surprise round if we're lucky.
But also,
Before
there's
we-
something on the floor.
Yeah.
Yes, if you cannot attack at range, you'll be at quite a disadvantage. I will cast my eye and see if there's any more of this trap.
Yes. Yeah. Try and find out how far the trap.
Make a perception check. I'm gonna say.
Also, a quick question. I'm guessing these are stairs.
Yes, those are stairs going downwards.
Okay, good.
They're going down.
Yes. Actually, I will give you a good, solid understanding of how this room looks inwards right now. So 23. As you tap in a little bit forward to see what could possibly be in front of you, you notice that the floor gives way as another hole is found right next to the other one. There's a couple of hissing sounds from it. What you see in front of you is a short white passage, and you notice there is a drop and some pillars on the very back side of it. Those stairs leading down, I'm going to say, I wonder how much vision you have. Yeah, you can see they don't lead down necessarily to an open space. You do notice there's iron bars around both the stairs and the top of this pit.
Is that to keep things in, not out, do we wonder?
Probably to keep things in.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that as well.
I'm gonna go on
Go
I
ahead.
think they may keep their dragon dogs there.
Oh, the drakes, yeah.
Of course.
Like the ambush drakes and the guard drakes that we had.
Yeah.
Do we assume this cliff will be enough to keep them in their pits?
Well, if they're technically behind bars right now, so they're in their cage, so I think we should be fine. But they might make a bit of noise.
Unless we
Maybe
feed
some
them.
mechanism to release the bars. If you wish to attack suddenly, I'm going to draw an arrow and get ready for that.
Alright.
Are we attacking?
I think we need to. If we could take out these guys on the top
Yeah.
quickly enough, the guys on the bottom might not notice.
Is there any more traps other than these two here?
Not,
Yes,
not
yes.
that Dust can see. No.
Okay.
Alright.
So do we just blitz these guys on the top?
If
Blitz
that's what
him.
you want to go for.
Like
because
that, like Dust, maybe like prepare an action.
Yeah.
yeah,
Just
I'm
from
preparing
where you want.
to turn around this corner and shoot the nearest.
Okay, so I'd like to turn to Dust and just count down on my fingers 3, 2,
Yeah.
1. And then
I'm also-
I'm going to charge while he.
I'm gonna prepare to cast Eldritch Blast at
I'm
the
gonna-
one that I can see.
I will prepare
I
to
will
hold the dead because I
shoot this
I could just about see this one at the back. I think it's just like on the edge of my vision.
Very barely. That they have cover advantage from darkness. So basically, they have additional armor class due to the fact that they have darkness covering them.
Okay, wait. We all rushing now?
If everyone's prepared, then yeah, I'll lead the vanguard,
Yeah.
jump over the pit, and then keep running.
All right, hop! You make your jump. You loose your arrows. So really quickly roll initiative.
As quiet as we
Open
can,
it.
everyone.
As quiet as you can. Ah!
Yeah.
What do
As
it sounds like?
Yeah, as I'm going. How much one up in the lab?
Blasted and evil.
Eyes
Gem-
rolling back.
I imagine you're just singing like something from Tenacious D.
Right on.
No, it is WAP.
Okay, so so you jump into combat. The arrow flies in your turn. So really quickly, let me just. Get
I've got my Eldritch Blast as well going.
Yeah, I had to.
Once again, we go into combat. Aiden, you go first.
Yes. Not so great again. Very poor, because I had held this attempt to bully a kobold, but they seemed resistant to my bullying.
No, it's a divine punishment. Oh wow, that's a 16 with a. That's a success. Yeah, you're.
All sorts of bullying
yeah.
noted.
Yeah, the couple does not seem to enjoy the fact that divine fire spills out from beneath it. What? Oh, we have intruders! Like stray cats, the hiss. What do you want to do?
I will, however, move in, attempt to passing by the traps.
You can move through Eurus' space and jump over to. Yeah.
So that's 10. Oh no!
Is there stuff down at the bottom?
Yes. You do see someone. With
Yeah.
your Asimar sight, you notice a creature that I will describe to you. It's a kobold-looking creature that you see is turning towards you with a pair of leather-bound wooden wings on its back. Fake wings.
They do love their dragons, you know?
Seems to be the whole thing, you know.
Like, I'm a dragon.
I can't see it. I can see it's half of its name, and that concerns me.
Yeah, I'll call back to the others and say there's some weird kobold-like creature behind them, but it's definitely not a kobold.
Try and make not too much noise.
Well, not call back, but I'll, like, you know,
Back to
throw
Eldritch Blast them.
yeah.
It's literally got blast in the name.
Right?
Yeah, I'll end my turn here, because I can't do any more attacks after.
Sure thing.
Original.
Eurus.
Eurus is going to rush all the way over here, get down on his knee, and fire off a bolt from his crossbow
Alright,
Hey.
where are you firing?
at this guy.
Oh, that will hit. Roll
Whoa.
damage.
3 points of damage.
The arrow flies through and hits the kobold into its little leg, and as it hits, it goes, "Ah, no, I hurt!" As it begins to just shake in pain.
Oh, wow.
And then I'm gonna rush back over here and end my turn.
Very simple. And you move back, hit and run tactics. Vulcan.
Yeah, if I were to hold my turn, what does that? So could I then just interject whenever I like?
So, you can hold your action to cast a spell, use an action, interact with something, to do something on another creature's turn by setting a condition. If you wanted to attack something that got close to you, you could hold your action to make an attack when something got close to you.
Right.
Or to cast a
So
spell.
I could run. So I could run my full distance and then hold my action until something came into range.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so I'd like to do that, please. So
Very
I'm
well.
just gonna sprint in 3, 4, 5. I think I can get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get
And
there.
I can reveal them now. As you're moving, you hear growling coming from beneath the pit. As you see 3 of these guard draconic creatures
Oh God!
prowling beneath the cage, looking up at you, just going.
I'm gonna then hold my action until something comes into range of me.
Okay, so you take your hammer. Is that what you're using?
Yes.
Yeah, you take your hammer and you put it to your side and prepare yourself for a good swing as if you were a golf player. A basketball? No, that's not.
But-
Hold up a minute.
Baseball.
Baseball, thank you. I don't know
Or,
sports.
or indeed a very bad golf player.
Yay, go sport.
Baseball is such a boring sport to
I
watch.
don't know sports.
Oh, unless you're happy. If you're Happy Gilmore, then yes, golf.
Such a boring sport.
I'm a nerd. I don't know sports. Hex.
Oh, we're all nerds.
Yeah,
we're all
Don't worry
nerds.
about it.
Alright,
Esports is the only sport.
should I just Eldritch Blast, should I hold my ability for the Flame Blade?
Can I, as a bonus action, just shout at everyone, stay back. There is some stuff.
If I look
Sure.
down, are they contained down in the bottom bit? Because I can kind of see the Blackguard Drake from my lantern.
There's more than a blackguard drake. Stay back.
But are they contained in that lower section, or can they come up
I'm gonna say
easily?
with what you can
Like
see.
you said there was iron bars or something.
Yes, the lower pit, from what Vulcan can see, does have iron bars all over the pit, like close to it. The wooden stairs descend, and the stout cage of iron bars surrounds these steps to a height of 10 feet. That prevents these things from really moving close to it.
So they're stuck.
There is a door to it, to the bottom of the stairs.
Oh, okay. Kinda just gonna move in a bit, and I see that sorcerer. I'm kind of gonna point at the sorcerer and just cast Eldritch Blast. You know, gonna do stuff.
Okay, go
Uh,
for it. And I can now show you what that creature looks like, by the way.
20.
Should I-
These creatures are really scary.
That is the point.
I don't
Yeah.
like them.
So let me show you how this creature looks like. You see this kobold. There's more clothed than most.
Oh.
Holds flame in between its hands as it's looking towards you with this pair of leathery wings that are stitched together with cloth and wood. You fire a bolt that hits.
I don't know why that was the advantage star there, but
Okay, roll with disadvantage because I'm evil. No, it's fine.
the damage didn't appear. Thank you,
What
Roll
the
20 journal.
Fuck.
The Roll 20 journal is so
We can
bad.
say that's a 30, right?
It's just a D10 for Eldritch Blast. There you go. There's 8 damage.
You sound so
Nice.
disappointed.
Do you have any
Okay.
implications?
I'm gonna have to go fix it. No, I don't have the agonizing blast cantrip invocation. I have beguiling influence and improved pamphlet.
I see, he's a talker.
As you
I'm
fire,
a talker. It also
yeah,
stabs.
as you fire the bolt, you see a spectral dagger appear as the form of your bolt that slams into the kobold. The kobold does not seem to appreciate it in the least.
Good. It's 1d10 damage. There we
Yes,
go. Actually,
it's okay.
no, that's. Is it working now? There we go.
You just have to type force in there for the damage type. But
Force. Oh yeah, I forgot it's force damage in it. I'm not going to do anything with my bonus action such as hex blades or anything like
very
that.
well.
So that will be my turn.
Dust of the many paths, the ruinous paths.
On brand. Dust, well, I clicked my attack, it was 14, so I will move over here. And I will attempt to shoot this guy, and I rolled 14 earlier, did that hit?
Go for it. Oh wait,
That's
you
not-
rolled a 14 to hit? Doesn't show on
Yeah.
roll 20.
It was right at the start, so that'll be 10 pierce if it did hit.
Oh sorry, you said 14 to hit.
Oh, he rolled before he even rolled initiative.
No, 14 does not
Because he
hit.
was holding his action.
Sorry.
Alright. Then I will attempt to hide.
Yeah, that's some good damage, but 14 does not hit. Over there,
I will hide here.
Okay.
That was max sneak attack damage as well.
Yeah. And max piercing damage.
Regrettable.
That was literally the most.
yeah, sorry,
damage you could do.
armor class is higher than 14, so as you fire the bolt, you notice the creature pulled to the side the wooden wings it has, and the arrow actually hits one of the wooden parts of the wings.
Wait, were you attacking the sorcerer or the normal kobold there?
I was attacking the normal kobold.
Oh,
but,
sorry. Then
you know,
yeah, sorry. So one kobold goes.
Literally evaporated.
No, he just goes. Whee!
I was thinking
Right.
that because he was pointing at that guy, and I was like, wait,
Yeah, sorry.
I rolled
Kobold
my
that's an
attack
AC
on
higher.
it. So sure.
Yeah, that's an
Okay,
easy
okay.
thing. Just thing. Sorry, I am a terrible dungeon master. Have I mentioned that?
Oh, it's great.
No,
No.
Don't say
Don't
that about
keep it.
yourself.
It's like when you put in the chat, like you've seen you were harsh, and I was like, I think it was perfectly fine, as I said.
Oh, bless your heart. Well, now I'm going to prove you wrong. I'm going the kobold skill
Like,
source.
I'm saying this, and I'm the one who's already gone down this session.
Twice.
I'm in harm's way. Come at me, son.
What?
He
Oh,
immediately regrets saying.
Many tricks these adventurers have. Damn you! Damn you all! Burned! Burned! Burned in acid! Yes! Yes! Acid! Black! Black acid! As you see, the kobold begins to form an orb that of swirling colors in its hand. It is going to cast Chromatic Orb, targeting. Yeah, let's say the dwarf. And
Come at me, son.
wow, this is very disappointing. Okay, let's roll the attack roll because Jesus Christ, what is this stat block? Go gadget beam.
Go, gadget.
Is it? Do I have to make a saving throw? Or is it an armor
It's an attack roll.
Go.
Alright,
That's a 7 to hit.
that's not gonna hit, I'm afraid.
You watch as an orb of swirling colors begins to turn sickly green and is thrown at you as a blob of acid, a ball of acid, almost as big as a mini cauldron. Just and as it's coming towards you, you put your shield up, splash right in front of it, no damage. And the kobold is looking. Ow.
You call
Yeah.
that magic?
Can I just shout at the kobold's orders telling him that it happens to 1 in 5 men?
Sure, you can shout that.
Yes,
Make an intimidation check.
Absolutely, with advantage, I think.
Normal.
Normal.
It's a pretty proud.
Can I? Am I actually doing that?
Sure,
Is
yeah,
that
roll
a
for
thing?
it.
An intimidation check. Yeah, sure. Did that happen? Oh, well, maybe not. I just said it. My voice cracked in the middle of it.
I
didn't know that happened. Like,
I'm gonna chime in with an oh snap.
I don't care for your opinions. You're going to be fed to the drakes. And the
I
kobold,
this blast is better than your arm.
he's gonna,
ooh, ah,
a kobold then.
companions I've chosen.
The kobold looks back at the skill source and the skill source goes, "What are you looking at? Go free the drakes!"
ooh.
Don't
Come on then.
And then
If
it
he tries to walk past
replies.
you, take that opportunity attack on him
Then
and
it
kill him.
replies in
I've got my
Draconic.
action as well.
Yeah, it replies in Draconic. Who speaks Draconic here?
Me.
I think I. Oh well, I do. I'm a dragonborn.
Or at least most of us.
Yeah, it turns and goes, but they're not matured. They're wild. You're going to die anyway. Go do it. And the kobold will oblige. Just 5, 10.
Opportunity attack, please.
Oh, you
Yeah,
put your
it
held
is
up
going
and
to-
the opportunity attack.
Yeah, it is gonna. Yeah, you're gonna have an opportunity attack. So as it is approaching you, make your attack.
So, seeing as I held my action, do I get my opportunity attack and
So
my action?
when
or
you're
is that-
holding your action, you're going to use your subsequent reaction to attack. So
But
as
then
it is
I'll-
coming towards you, you get to hit it rather than it living you.
Right.
Yeah, that.
I think that'll do.
Yeah, it has to hit.
It's a dead kobold.
That's a big hit.
Roll
That's a
damage.
dead kobold.
That's a big hit.
Just like, can we just
Just,
use?
I don't think so, son.
Yeah,
Just
no-
smash it into one of the pillars.
And it's out of the park.
And he's at the...
Watching one of the drakes.
Holy fuck!
You watch as the little body of the kobold, baseball batted into the pillars, splats against the top of the pillar, and slowly sinks down.
I'd like to think I did that with my shield rather than my hammer, and just staring at the sorcerer.
It's legal.
Just, come on then.
Aiden, it's your turn.
Yes. I will run up to the cold skill sorcerer.
No, go back.
No,
You
I
know comes here. Back.
no, I don't think I will. And I will cast inflict wounds on it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
When you really
not
need
like-
to kill
Oh
someone.
no.
That would have fucked his day up.
that would have killed it. I'm pretty certain. However, a 12 doesn't hit as you pull back the necrotic energy swirling through your hand. As you go to touch it, it goes, yeah, back touch, and it just ducks.
Fucking dragon rat.
Fucking
Could,
hell.
can I just ask, would I be able to occupy the same space as Aiden?
No, you
Oh.
no, you wouldn't be able to
Yeah.
occupy the same
Well,
space.
wait.
You're just
How much can I move? 10, 15, 20?
Oh, you can move, yeah.
I think
Move.
actually. Okay,
You
I
would
think,
provoke an opportunity attack unless you move just like there.
yeah, I'll move up to the outside.
Damn, you,
Because I can get-
yeah, damn, you better
We eating both those kobolds. That's
Man,
something I'll
hey,
talk about
mate.
there.
That guy's dead. He is so dead.
Yeah, Eurus.
10. Hello.
I'm
Walk
just actually
here.
the drakes are now just tearing that kobold corpse
Oh, damn.
apart.
I mean, had that kobold
Yeah,
died, I was gonna shove it into the drake pit.
Yeah, you pull out the crossbow, you find another shot, however, it just sticks into the stone. The kobold's still ducking for safety. Yeah, is it your turn?
Yeah, that's
Alright.
my turn.
Vulcan.
Okay, so can I put my shield like on my back as like a bonus action?
No, your shield is currently clasped around your arm.
Okay, so I can't do anything about it. In which case, I'm just gonna smash my hammer against my shield in like a visceral kind of action, scream and charge at this fucking kobold.
Okay, I'm gonna really quickly roll something, hold up.
I didn't scream, I whispered.
The paladin or a
Oh,
barbarian?
you screamed!
I'm playing this as a barbarian. I'm sorry.
You do notice, Dust, from the other room, you do notice the Vax is gonna shake a moment as the screaming commences. Yeah, you're just looking at... Dust is just looking up with wide eyes with expression. Yeah, go for it.
It's good sport, lads. Yeah,
Oh god! Stop!
it's good sport,
What
lads.
the fuck?
Is this fucking whack-a-mole to you?
Nice.
Just gonna drive him into the ground.
You slam the warhammer with such frenzy. There's a resounding boom sound as it hits against the kobold. You break off one of its makeshift wings and damage heavily the other. You hear it squeal in pain as you see it like go on all fours on the ground as it begins to bleed almost to death. Still alive?
But
Okay.
prone? Is it prone?
Yeah.
Yeah, judging by that description, it's prone.
If he's prone, then I'm gonna get disadvantage from this ranged attack!
Damn it.
I can't hit him!
That's amazing.
Oh my god!
I'm so sorry, but I'm also really not.
Yeah, at the same time you're like, ha ha!
I'm having a great time. I'm literally just.
I'm gonna
Smashing
kind of
shit
up
down.
here, like between the legs of the dwarf, just
Sure.
ciao!
Okay.
It's with disadvantage because he's prone, isn't he?
Yes, he is prone.
Uh,
I didn't think about that. That hits, barely.
Yes!
Take 4 damage.
That's enough to kill it.
I'm just gonna like, you know, Kung Fu Panda, skip.
I'm gonna turn around to Heshkin and that was my kill.
You were too slow.
Too slow.
Oh,
Little wee legs to get you far enough.
Okay, you go first next time.
No, please. I'm almost dead.
Oh, wait.
Thank you for the healing, thank you for the healing. Praise Bum.
so
Thank
as
you very
finish them off, do you want to end combat or are you attacking the drakes?
No, I'm not going near those drakes.
I'm gonna drag the swords for corpse over the drakes to kind of distract them for a little bit longer.
Okay, they are looking up at you, but they're not doing anything. They're just at the bottom of the cliff. They're just looking up
I'm
at
not.
you.
I'm not going anywhere near those drakes.
I'll throw the other kobold's corpse down as well.
Yeah, distract them for a little bit.
Yeah, you throw the corpses. Make me an animal handling check.
The people who are throwing them in.
Yes.
That was with disadvantage, but it's still a 12 either way.
Sure. As you throw
I'm
the
good at animal handling.
As you throw the corpse in Heshkan, you don't see the drakes in front of you move. Aiden, as you throw in the corpse, you do notice the blue guard drake and looks up at you for a second and looks back at the corpse and just isn't on, just looks on the cobble.
Alright,
Lads, do we want to deal with these drakes?
well,
Or would
if
you
I
rather
remember
leave them?
correctly, that guy said they weren't matured yet, so they haven't trained these things yet. So I think we could just leave them alone.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe we
otherwise I could command them to fight each other.
It's only for 1 turn, isn't it?
I don't know.
The command spell
May I
is 1 turn.
suggest
Oh no, sorry, I swapped out my spells. No, don't worry, nothing. Carry on.
I think just again you need to sneak ahead to try and
Well, keeping in the interest of stealth, I think we should remain quiet. There's a
Yes.
cabin full of bats in the other room who are slightly disturbed in combat.
I
Do you have features? That may alert them.
I can understand the adrenaline going through your system.
Okay, Dustin, you're the one moving forward.
Just actually, can we listen ahead to see if they have like prepared, or can we hear any people in the back?
I'm gonna say yes. Give me a perception quiz leading.
Dustin and I will be leading, so
Those really meant Dust will be stealth, I imagine. You both are.
Yes.
I'm not. Well, it's perception, yes.
Yes,
Is that
perception.
There you go.
Not with
Nice.
advantage, but that's a 21.
Oh, apologies. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad.
However, as both of you are listening in, you do hear something. Some speech in Draconic. Either of
I
you
speak.
speak.
I speak it. Yeah.
You hear in front of you. Pass the bone die. No, I'm rolling him. Yes.
Murder, death, murder, death.
Also,
Blood.
both of you notice as you're moving up the stairs. You notice one of the steps. All of the steps here are dusty. This one is perfectly clean.
Huh.
I'm just going to signal to the rest of the group, pointing out that step and like kind of make a gesture to inside, like just
Yeah,
avoid.
it's like more flat. It has more space than the others. Like subconsciously, you can
Yeah.
just walk onto it.
Yeah, I'm just going to say using hand signals.
SWAT team signals, like.
Absolutely, sir. In which case, shall I do you want me to take the fork? Do people want me? Dust, do you want to go first, and then I'll follow you slightly?
Yeah, Dust is gonna knock an arrow,
Oh.
avoid the step.
Sorry, I forgot to mention. You can also look up and notice that the ceiling seems to be nicely cracked over where that step is.
Huh.
Okay, so I'm gonna look back at everyone. I'm gonna point down at that step, and then point up at the ceiling, pointing at the cracks, and make it, and just kind of 2 fingers to eyes, kind of going watch and look. Don't jump. Don't step on that.
Dust is gonna stealth as best he can.
Oh,
And avoid the step.
Jesus!
Oh yeah,
seriously,
you are.
Not even Jesus could see you.
So I'm gonna say you can go all the way up to here without being spotted. Spotted?
Okay.
Spotted? You are not being spotted at all.
I didn't realize he was Swedish.
It's not being spotted.
You see,
Not to be about it by the flug.
you see 4, 5, 6.
Should I be offended?
You see 7 cobbles.
No.
Wait, what? You're just oh shit.
You see 7 cobbles before you. One of which has something in a small wooden cage, what appears to be a scorpion tied to a stick, and a couple of flasks on its side. Some of them appear to be holding liquid, and some others appear to be holding you don't want to hope bugs.
Bird?
This is what you see.
Okay.
So do you want to move up?
What's our plan? Is our plan blitz again,
Blitz.
or
Plan is not blitz. Our plan is there's a stealthy guy in front, but we can do this. Dust is gonna go to the top of the stairs.
what do you say?
What do your cat eyes see?
He's gonna try and assemble as many enemies.
How many? How many?
I don't think I'll look. I'd say like at least 7. There's probably more than that because realistically I didn't remember.
Okay, in which case I'd like to hide around the corner and like just be around us. Just get everyone to form up behind me,
Wait.
avoiding the
Do
stairs.
any of us have AoE?
Do any of us have what?
Vulcan.
AoE.
Yes.
I could attempt to take out the most prominent one. There's a strange-looking kobold. I could attempt to take it out, run back down the stairs, and once they follow us, we can attempt to attack them as they come through the tunnel, the stairway.
Right, 300 style, but I don't know what that
We
is.
let
Yeah.
them surround us. They would be advantage.
The problem with 300 style is only one of us can attack it.
Dust, Vulcan, both of you hear one of the kobolds begins to move as Vulcan, you didn't stealth up here.
Oh, sorry, I assumed I was stealthing.
You didn't tell me.
My bad.
Okay.
No, okay, right, yeah. 4. So if I want to stealth in future, should I say? No, sorry. Yeah, okay, that's my bad. I'll take that.
You watch the kobold slowly approaching. What do you do?
Dust,
Blitz.
I'm gonna run at it. Dust, take a shot.
This is gonna shoot the balls.
Shoot the important one.
I can't shoot the important one because that involved me having to run past up here, shoot, and run
I'll
back
get in front of you. I'll be able to get in front of you. I'm gonna start running now. I'm gonna run into the open
Alright,
here,
I'm gonna roll initiative.
Suicide!
and then
my
Dusty
God.
take that guy out.
Oh boy.
In we go.
I've been rolling awful on initiative. It's actually.
Can I just like out of game metagame? Was that a really stupid thing for me to do?
When you see
correct thing
when you
to
see
do?
one of your companions stealthing, it is also important to note that perhaps you should also be stealthing with them if you're
Right.
approaching them.
Okay, apologies. Yeah, no,
That's
that was my bad.
fine.
I mean, I stepped in a snake pit. I can't exactly say amazing things.
Yeah, as I was in the middle of saying, maybe we check for traps. Like, you know, it just happens sometimes, and you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, man.
Well, Heshkin and Dust, come help, please.
Eshkin and Dust. I'm a bit up the.
Oh, you're right up there, aren't you? Sorry, no, like
I was in stealth with you,
Same.
yeah. And I'm 10 on the initiative.
Oh, good.
Kobolds go before all of us apart from Aiden.
Well, someone's got 5, haven't they?
Unless, like, I don't know, we're those two are sprinting at them, do they get a surprise round?
Yeah, no, my reaction was to sprint at that kobold.
So, right now there's no surprise round, but Dust is stealth.
Good to go.
So it's-
Cavalry. Yes.
Not that one, because I can deal with that one. Get the
Yeah,
guy.
but the kobold goes before you. The kobold goes before you.
Aiden, so yeah. Alright. You move in, up the stairs. You see a kobold before you. Human! Everybody! It's humans! Did it not? Oh.
Human?
That's wrong.
I'll take offense to that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this guy's an ASMR. He's like,
Oh!
he's
I
literally
know
got a
you-
whole like one.
You take offense and you lightly smack it with a hammer, with a mace, as the kobold regrets what it immediately said. Ow!
No, I was taking offense. The Asimar and the dwarf were both taking offense at being called humans.
And the cat person and the draconic person, the other dwarf, yeah.
There's no real, there is no real
None of
humans.
us are humans.
Yeah.
Very different from our last party.
I would like to rage spiral based on this blatant racism.
Yeah, sure.
It's not my class. I'd like to do it.
I would like
I would like to use my righteous fury.
And make a Twitter post about this kobold.
Oh boy.
I would like
So,
to start a GoFundMe based on this kobold offender.
okay, you notice the kobold in the back, Vulcan. He fidgets through his stuff and he pulls out a bag. And you hear from the bag as he's holding, he shakes it violently. And you hear from the bag, what initial sounds is it begins to just go higher, as he throws it. Yeah, he has to just move a little bit up. He throws the bag right in front of you, Vulcan. And you see wasps. A swarm of wasps comes out from the bag.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna. How many enemies was there, Colin?
There's a
Quite
lot.
well. Yeah, for whole room build.
Do any of us have AoE?
Nope.
Remember session 2?
Did you remember that?
Remember session 1?
I'll tell you what, lads, if I
Oh,
die here, I'll get some AoE.
Or has the trauma removed it from your brain?
What? Session 2? This is my session 2.
Oh, yes, Vulcan.
Yes, Vulcan. The swarm
Trauma.
of wasps is formed in that space. And he looks pissed off.
Understandable.
Have a good day.
No.
And then the swarm goes, I believe, because I don't think the kobold inventor can do anything else. I invented bees! As it throws the bag. And then it's going to...
Is this Oprah Winfrey?
It's God.
It's Oprah.
God.
Bees!
Ah, not the bees!
And then the bee swarm is going to make a random attack against one of the 3 enemies it has in front of it. So
Nicolas Cage in that one funny film.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2
Hilarious.
is the kobold. 3, 4 is Aiden. 5, 6 is Vulcan. I'm going to roll it in the open. Yeah, 6. It's Vulcan.
Alright.
The swarm is going to occupy your space. And it's going to start stinging you. Yeah.
Okay.
Has to
It's a
hit
good
you
thing
first.
it's a good thing that dwarves are poison resistant.
Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
That does hit.
So I just rolled 4d4. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay,
Jesus.
1, 2,
These are wasps, not poisonous bees.
4, 5, 6, 7,
I think Malcolm is
11,
like,
12.
I think Malcolm is asleep. Holy shit.
I hate wasps.
No, no.
TP by
sorry.
wasps.
That's okay, because I still had the 5 extra from the bless.
Yes, but that is
Yeah, from aid, yes.
And also, I really quickly want to do something because it will be super funny if this thing just does what I think it might do. So
Everyone dies to the wasp.
no, yeah, you watch as they sting you. Suddenly, the swarm disperses.
Cool,
Oh.
I'm happy with that.
The wasps just start flying around, dispersing and leaving. Dust, it's your turn. You just saw a wasp swarm just dissipate after stinging your dwarven friend.
Oh wait, why is there a box around me?
That's strange. I cannot see the most powerful one, but I'm going to shoot this winged kobold right here.
No! Put down your arrow!
Is that weapon advantage?
That is an advantage because you were hidden. That also hits. I'm pretty sure this kobold is dead. Yes, it is dead.
Right. And because I'm at tabaxi, I double my speed. Now I'm going to run all the way back down because this is turning into a clusterfuck. I
You
don't
fuck
really
right off.
Wow, okay. Now I'll remember that in my, like, next life.
Or just follow.
The other kobolds gonna fly.
No.
Fly, kobolds, fly!
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
you
you're not
are
gonna-
way too slow and way too far away. You stupid pieces of shit.
Bazinga.
So positive.
You got. You got
Flying.
bazinged. How do you feel?
And
That's
if you're going to immediately call,
They're going to dash very sadly, and they're going to hover over you.
Also, I've been meaning to mention this for a few weeks, but I have a spherical D6.
What the
Why?
fuck? What does that mean?
I used to live in it.
I think I have a cream for that. What does that mean?
Look
Oh
at
my
this.
God, this is disappointing.
Look at that.
There's
I
no
can't
way
see it, mate.
Hashkin.
And there's a weight. There's a weight inside it.
Vulcan, you're on deck.
Aye.
That's the most relevant time, you're right.
No, it was literally, I like looked at it and I was like, oh, I should probably mention that because that's funny.
Byron, is there another? Is there someone in my space as well?
Yes, they are on. They are flying above you, and they're holding.
Oh, I see, right, sorry.
And they're holding rocks.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
That is
I'm
their
gonna
primary
kinda-
tactic. Throw a rock.
Move up here and can I reach the ones that are above them?
They are literally on the ceiling. So.
Oh my
So I
god.
can't reach them with my sword.
Yes.
Eldritch
Um,
Blast.
So
Maybe
how-
not. Oh, I've already moved up 30
Yeah.
feet. Yeah, I think I'm
Eldritch
just,
Blast.
yeah, that's really my only option right now. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna point at them and be like, that's it.
You finger. You snap a finger. And fire a pair of.
tall-
Oh, that's Green Flame Blade, sorry. There's Eldritch Blast.
Oh!
Oh my god!
That
Oh!
hits!
How tall is the ceiling in this bit here? That they're at?
Yeah, 50 feet.
For the blood god!
You snap your fingers with such ferocity. The kobold is destroyed. And you see the torso just burst from eldritch force energy as the creature just dies.
Now I'm gonna point at a second round and be like, you're next!
Oh dear.
Vulcan, and you rest your own deck.
So is the kobold above me dead?
No,
I killed him above Aiden.
the one above you is
Which
still
one?
alive.
Which one did you kill?
The
I
one
killed
What
one
about me?
Aiden.
The one,
Oh,
doesn't,
so there's one
yeah,
above
the
me
one
as
that
well.
doesn't have a kobold anymore above them.
Yeah, there was one above two.
Sorry, I didn't see that.
So I went,
Would I be feasibly able to reach the one above me?
As a dwarf now.
No. Okay. So cool. I'm gonna stay where I am, and then I'm going to just smash the kobold with my hammer.
Go for it.
There you go.
Yeah, this one's fucking dead.
There you go.
Just get into another one, why don't you? Fucking hell.
Paladins.
This is going to end very abruptly at some point, so don't
Yes.
worry about it.
Yeah, like it's gonna be whack, whack, whack.
Yeah.
You're-
Glass cannon.
That would be your
And
turn.
move over there. Oh, and I'm gonna cast Bless on the 3 guys down there.
Ooh. Alright.
Already have bless on me.
No, the 8.
No.
8 is different from Bless.
You have 8. Yes.
Oh,
Eight.
sorry.
Yes,
apologies.
8 is a spell that gives you more hit points. Bless is a spell that gives you a d4 to roll on your attack rolls and saving throws.
Oh, amazing. Sweet. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
For a whole minute. Which
And
is 10 turns.
yeah, and I'm gonna move back over here because I can't do anything from there. I really don't want to stand on the trap.
No.
Yeah, the kobolds are going to stay away from all of you murder machines and just start throwing rocks.
Oh.
Uh,
Cowards. Would have told him.
One at Aiden, one at Vulcan. So Aiden, that is a 21 to hit. Vulcan, that's a
Hits.
6.
No,
That's a pretty good roll for a rock.
Yeah.
You want to hear,
Cobalt,
you
yeah,
want to hear
that's not
something?
bad.
Yeah, you want to hear something funnier? You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from one rock.
Oh,
Rocky, mate, Rocky.
They're
You're
got temporary hit points.
football one.
In a
absolutely.
Yeah, in a reimagining of like David and the Goliath, you see a rock that hits you in the head. A bit of bread starts to streak down from your forehead.
David,
By the way-
David and Goliath, I like that.
They're not temporary hit points.
Yeah, don't
That's
don't-
just-
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
increase
but-
your maximum
yeah.
by that.
Oh.
Wait, hey, so sorry, so I may have misunderstood that then. So for when I was given the, what was it, 5 extra
Yep.
hit points, I added them to my temporary
Yeah,
hit
that's
points,
what I did as
and then
well.
just took them off when I took damage.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Uh,
So I literally just added them to my temporary hit points,
Yeah.
and then I took off
Yeah.
that amount, and then the rest from my
It
temporary hit points.
just
Okay.
means when you get healed, if it goes above like what your normal max hit points, it should go above 5 above that because
Yeah,
you
okay.
still have the 8 maximum health.
Okay.
bonus.
Oh, okay, so if I get healed, then I can still go back up to...
Yeah.
You can still go
5
5
X.
above.
It lasts for 8 hours, so
yeah, okay, that
Okay, sorry.
also misses Aiden.
That's why aid is very good.
Apologies, again, I must state I'm very new to this.
Yeah, it's fine. It's better than you asking questions than not just sitting and suffering.
Just sitting there and dying
Okay,
over and
yeah.
over again. Oh wait, I didn't realise I could attack people.
Yes. Also,
Yeah, I didn't realize I could
the
attack.
last kobold tries to stab Vulcan with a dagger. The dagger just goes ting against the armor. Aiden, it's your turn.
I'm gonna heartily laugh at it.
So sorry, what's the range from me of the wind kobold with it being up in the air?
About the
Is that 10? Damn.
It's pretty far. It's like on the ceiling if I remember.
I have aerial superiority.
For how long, little man?
As long as I can fly.
Yeah, no, I will just ignore the flying one for the moment and just hit this guy next to me with my mace.
That. There you go. Squash.
Yeah.
The kobold goes splat as you hit it with a mace.
And then I'll just slowly look up to the one in the sky, and then end my turn.
Right.
Just like stone grinding noises.
Let's see if we can fetch out from the bag this time.
Fetch me their souls. What is he? Oh wait, has he got what I think he's got?
I don't know what that is. but that's right.
Oh, it's such a fun
Yeah,
thing to
I'll
have.
re-roll that because that's just dumb. Yeah, that's better.
I want this magic item.
So, the kobold.
Wait a second.
I know
I
exactly
don't,
what
I
this
don't
is.
know what's happening. Please
Colin, Colin Scott should know what this is.
Oh yeah.
The
think
kobold
I know what
pulls
that
out
is.
from the bag that
Maybe?
it has a flask, like a vial, and he looks at you, Aiden, and goes, "Nyeh!" and he throws it.
Okay.
No
I
advantage.
thought it
this
was a
time.
bag of tricks or something like that.
Sounds simple.
Sorely
That's a
mistaken.
15 to hit.
That misses.
You take no damage as the vial of acid splashes next to you.
Yes.
Was that just against Aiden?
That was against Aiden, yes. As you see the
Okay.
vial of acid splash a few inches away from you, just erupting into acid. And the kobold is going to stay there because they are out of movement. Dust.
That's not just another arrow. He doesn't know what's up there.
How did that happen?
Shoot the wing, kobold.
Yep, and I will immediately shoot this guy.
That's a 23 to hit that hits. Are you shooting the kobold that is flying?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that is a dead kobold. No! I was
Just hold my shield up. Just hold my shield up, and it just drifts off my shield.
It's like raining kobolds. Just push it aside.
Move there, and I'll attempt to stealth. There we go.
Okay, you stealth to the ones that can't see you because one kobold can clearly see you. Like, "Get over there, Heshkan.
Yes.
You're a human being,
Am I?
probably.
Damn recent kobolds.
To be human is to err, as they say. I'm gonna kind of move up here. And I'm gonna activate Green Flame Blade. Flame on! And I'm gonna attack the kobold.
I'm a friend.
That's not a dead reference. I will go with that.
That's a brilliant reference. That's the Oh, that should be a 1. I am very sorry. I have to make an attack roll against the kobold in front of me, which is the 19.
That hits. Probably killing it. Yeah, there it is.
It's slashing. And the second one, which is the inventor, takes my spellcasting modifier damage, which is a 5. No, yeah, it's 5 because it's my proficiency as well. So yeah.
Burns! What did you do?
Burn. And then that's gonna be my turn.
The kobold recoils in horror. Vulcan.
I'm going to be laughing maniacally at this point, charging forward with like a divine fury, and lay down a hammer strike on the inventor kobold.
You sure you're not a zealot barbarian?
I am kind of operating as a barbarian. Maybe I should have chosen a barbarian. But yeah, 17 to hit.
Just go.
Through the power of friendship, the kobold wishes not to be hit in the face. That hits.
You know, there's
Does it hit? That hits, right?
Yes, yes.
there's actually a barbarian subclass called Paladin, which is kind of paladin clericy.
Yeah, I should have probably chosen a zealot barbarian at this point.
Zealot barbarians are fun.
Well, the kobold inventor dies to the brute force. Such irony.
Power of friendship's quite weak, famously.
Yeah.
Through the power of friendship.
Oh no,
Power
my
of
friendship!
friendship kills to die.
Yeah, that happened.
And that's the. Can I move round to the other side, like here, with the rest of my movement?
Yes, and you see a very scared kobold.
Yeah, I do.
Yourist.
Arrest. Finish him off.
Finish him. People, I can get over here, and I'm going to shoot the bastard.
Can you not?
Oh my god! This
I think I will.
Oh! As you go up and you point the crossbow at the kobold begging you to shoot it, you say no. You fire the shot and the kobold gets impaled in the wall with a single bolt just hanging there, an inch off the ground.
Hasta la vista, baby.
And with that, you finish off the last of the kobolds.
I'm gonna quickly listen in case I hear any shuffling. If sounds like people come towards us, like if anybody's alarmed.
Cool. Sure. Make a perception check.
I'm doing this after every fight because I do not want to be walk into an ambush.
Yeah.
18.
You can hear some thrashing coming from the cages in the back, but the quick glance that you can make, you can see it's just the brakes getting uneasy. Other than that, you don't
Can
hear
I-
anything.
Can I just say, is like in like my rage, there's like a bit of an RP thing of just kind of like mutter under my breath.
Yep.
You are a poor excuse for my kid, and then kind of. But then so Vulcan says that, and then kind of shakes his head a little, looking at his party, saying, what did I just say?
You need the
What was
voice less.
What did I just say?
What she said is not nearly as bad as what you did. You almost gave them advantage on us. You need to move quiet.
I'm just gonna walk over and shake his hand. Cool. Blood for the blood god.
No, I just.
No,
For some reason,
I'm gonna be like, evil must be rooted out.
But yeah, no, I'd like to be. Yeah, Vulcan's a little dismayed at this display,
I am in awe of your ferocity.
and is a little. Yeah, Vulcan just looks up at the rest of the party and it's just. We need to root this evil. I don't know what. I feel animosity towards these creatures, and I'm not sure why. I'm sorry. I apologize. I will be more reserved.
Your favor is appreciated in combat, but you must exercise some caution. We got
Alright.
lucky this time, but we have lost others to swarms of these creatures.
I apologize. And then yeah, I just shake myself off and Vulcan visibly kind of shaken by this.
But
then
there's
we'll just
reform
move on.
ranks.
Yeah.
There's
press
one
on.
stairwell of heads.
Check for traps again.
Okay, you're just leaving.
Check for traps.
I would like to loot the kobold.
Oh yeah,
the,
yeah.
the inventor kobold.
What does this room look like? Did you say?
Sure, I can give a description. Why not?
Because is there any stuff in here I can loot?
First of all, in this room there are thin mattresses of straw covered with badly cured furs from small beds that are haphazardly positioned around the chamber. There's rats and small lizards that scurry throughout the food scraps and moldy wineskins that are littering throughout the floor. You know, it's like a lot of dead kobolds also now. This was a kobold chamber for the kobolds to stay in. With investigation of 11, you don't see any traps on these stairs, though you do see that they're going downwards.
Is there any money lying about?
You can certainly inspect for coin.
I'm going to inspect, but I'm going to loot. Because
Are
I'm doing
there
that once we're
any-
done. I'm just trying to see if there's anything in here.
You can see there is coin. Can you give me an Arcana check?
An Arcana check.
Are there any metallic veins in the walls?
11.
Not necessarily. There's just plain stone walls.
Oh, too
You
bad.
get the feeling of magic coming from the pouch of the kobold inventor.
Yeah, I wanted to look through his stuff.
Yes. Do one of you priests know what this is?
I could take a look at it.
I can attempt to look, but I doubt
I'm
it.
going to give it to the religious sect.
Alright, make a religion check.
Investigate.
Religion or Arcana?
Either.
Then I take Arcana.
Yeah, I'm equally bad at both.
14.
There is innate magic in this pouch. It's not enough to really make the item magical, but it is enough to give it a worth of 50 gold.
Hmm. Sounds like precious loot for us.
The rest of the kobolds don't have really anything worthy to them. There's daggers, slings,
So
loincloths.
there's some money in here. You said, right? You
can I
said there's
just-
some money in here.
I'd like to turn to the party and just halt them in the tracks and say, I'm sorry for my aggression, but there is, if I'm honest, I don't know the reason. I don't know why I'm here. I don't understand. There's very little I know about. There is very little I know about my past, but I know that I'm drawn to this place, and these things are abhorrent in the light of Bahamut, and I must smite them whenever I see them. So I apologize.
Well,
By the way, I want to mention something. There are the other things the inventor had, such as Alchemist's Fire,
I'll take those.
like a single vial.
It's that like
Single
a
vial?
Molotov cocktail, basically?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a basket of centipedes with live centipedes in there.
Interesting.
A scorpion on a stick. It is literally tied with line and rope on the stick. And a skunk in a cage.
I'm. Can
Animal handling.
what about it?
Can people please
Scott.
remember?
Scott, you had animal handling.
Yes.
Make it our friend.
Can people please remember that there's money in this room and we pick it up on the way out once we've cleared everything?
Yes.
Gold finder. That is your kin. That is your responsibility.
Okay, I can do the bookkeeping if you want that.
Your name suggests.
Oh my god, hold up, I'll just do this now. Group loot, handout, everyone's control.
Hey.
Yeah, Vulcan is visibly shaken by his aggression and further.
Well, at least it's directed at the small creatures and not us.
No, I do not. This is not aimed at any of you. This is something untoward drives this in me.
As,
Something of which I do not understand.
Yep, as Vulcan's edge creeps in, do you want to proceed?
I
The
investigated
nostalgia.
and I found nothing. However, the previous steps did have a fucking trap on it, so I proceeded carefully down the steps.
Yeah. Have you alerted us to where the fucking trap is?
Oh, apparently I didn't see any, because so, to the best of Buster's knowledge, there's no traps on these steps.
Alright. You proceed downwards. And you find something interesting. You're proceeding downwards into a long corridor. Are you stealthing?
Stealth.
Yes, of course.
I'll follow directly behind us.
No, not very well.
Oh god.
Is stealthing?
I am stealthing, yes, I like stealth. Apologies, yeah, I'd like to stealth.
Alright.
Apparently you're a lot better at it.
Call yourself a
Wait,
rogue.
wait. If Justice moves slowly, does he get advantage like we did earlier? Rob?
Yes, if you want.
So,
He does one.
I'm in here with the clutch.
Woo!
Very well. You proceed further into the corridor.
what do you see, Just?
Well, based on the map, it looks like we're passing up, but can we see anything of the cavern below from up here?
Yes, as it is shown, it is an underground passage from the room you just came in. This is under the chamber you came in.
Correct.
Everyone, form up behind me and Dust. Check ahead.
This map has layers.
Right.
It's like an onion. Or an ogre.
Layers. I've seen Shrek. I know
Oh!
what
They make you cry?
that is.
Dust, you enter alone into an enormously large room.
Like this
Yeah.
all-
Can I perform lay on hands on myself now? Would I be able to do that right now, as just like an action?
You could.
Okay, if I'm able to do that, that would be greatly appreciated.
Yes, yes.
Thank
You
you.
may heal yourself. Before you wreck yourself.
Before I wreck myself.
Uh,
Cool.
What you see,
Thank you.
Dust, is a little bit of a chamber that has been enlarged and reshaped from its original form. But you don't really see anything else unless you step in a little bit more.
That's the Weaver's companion, sorry.
Okay, so I imagine I see a symbol from Dust to move forward, and I stealthily move forwards underneath the passage, right behind him.
Gathering my party before I venture forth.
Very well.
Yes, indeed.
The rest of you, you also proceed. You want to do anything else before you proceed?
Stealth.
I would like to stealth.
Alright?
Stealth while moving slowly.
Sneakily stealth.
So,
Do you want me to?
That
Do
is my sneaky stealth.
you want Vulcan to do it again, or?
Wait a second.
Damn.
So, all of you proceed. And after meeting with one another, you know you have your companions at your back, Dust, now.
Dust, well...
Feels weirdly good to have friends.
Yeah. Let's get a
Don't say that.
pen on. And we'll take... Cost
Death flags,
10
death
for
flags, death flags.
Looking
Look for
around.
traps, look for traps, look for traps. Look for people.
Before Dust moves on, I want to grab him on the shoulder, hearing what Heshkin says, and just say, "Be cautious, my friend." Grabbing him on the shoulder and just whispering into his ear, "Be cautious, my friend. We have found many other such traps and such animosity on our way.
Gosh, you'd
Please
assume
be
I would
cautious."
search every room, but I will do it without prompt from God.
You can't break those in these investigations. I
Don't
think you
say
broke
that.
the rule
Don't
like an
say that.
18.
Alright? You do see something. This chamber has been enlarged and reshaped, true. The floor and 3 of the walls are smooth, and stalactites and stalagmites have been polished into gleaming columns. Every surface glistens with moisture, and the air is warm and humid. The flat walls of this chamber are decorated with shallow, abstract carvings of dragons. Dragons' tails coil into the intricate pattern and knots of the flow across the walls. The creature portrayed in the northwest corner stands out. A 5-headed dragon rising from an erupting volcano. Other dragons, which seem dwarfed by this massive 5-headed monstrosity, flocked with sight. A small wooden chest with silver and mother of pearls inlays sits on the floor in the corner, in front of the monster's dragon carving.
Would I be able to understand what that is, being a paladin of Bahamut? Or like
Make a religion check.
having just a straight religion check, considering I'm from
Could-
Bahamut?
Yes.
Could I understand what that is since I've been in the cult for a while?
Oh, you know what this is. And so do you, as Dust describes it.
I instantly know what this is. Okay.
Yeah. This is the description of Tyranny, the queen of dragons. Queen of Avernus, mother, the dragon
The
incarnate, the 5-headed tyrant, and known also as the 5-headed one. Anathema to you, Vulcan, partly because Bahamut and Tiamat have been enemies since dawn, since their birth, technically. And you would know that this is a very important place of worship, both of you.
Gentlemen, we should scout around. This is a place of unholy worship.
Yes. Where's the chest located, sorry?
Oh, it would be like down here.
Check the chest in case it's a mimic. Or something, like something like that. Just check the
What is a mimic, my friend?
I don't know
Yeah,
what the
but
mimic is, so I'll waltz over and inspect said chest.
Yes, the chest.
You would need to be close enough, yeah.
Sorry, apologies. Where's the chest?
Oh, yeah, as I
Yeah,
said,
no, sorry,
we'll get on. Yeah.
I can't see where
the,
you're
uh,
indicating.
Oh,
Oh,
there
I
we
see. Okay. So yeah, I'd like to walk over and just keeping some distance, inspect.
As you're moving in, stop.
Okay, stopping.
It's a shame.
Oh, that smile. I don't like the smile.
I'm just the combat.
As you enter, from behind the pillar, steps out. The blue dragon creature you've seen in the red, standing tall and looking towards you, with a great sword on his side, is the visage of Landrakos' Cyanrath. Spears are stacked in a small gavel behind his back, lightning cracking from his maw. With a smile, a pair of raiders emerge from behind him. And Cyanrath looks towards you and says, "You look familiar. I have seen you around the camp. If you came looking for trouble," and he spreads his arms wide, "I am the trouble you seek." And the dragon points towards you. We're gonna roll initiative as Cyanrath calls out for a duel.
Are the three of us still hidden? Like the ones in the
As much
tunnel?
as you can tell, yes.
Oh, no, hang on.
Okay.
My bad.
16.
Oh, 2.1. Alright, cool.
Yeah!
I'd like to point to the dragon board and just say, you support the false god.
I don't believe in any god.
The false god. He who is metallic. You are a plight on this earth. And we shall have our vengeance.
You tickle me. I don't...
Talk.
Oh.
Enough talk! And then, as with my 4 initiative, or 2 initiative, we shall carry on.
Yeah. Really quickly, the rest of you who are hidden, yes, you are hidden as far as you're aware. You don't know this guy's perception.
But we can see them just about.
I have your roll initiative, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
Cool. Because for me, roll 20 is just slowly lagging, right? I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, okay. Here we go. Yeah, I can see all of them. Nice. Well, let's do this then. Dust, it's your turn.
Dust will attempt to acutely observe Cyanrath of encyclopedia.
He can see you. Like, he's staring at you and he says, "Anyone who interferes in this duel is gonna get penalized."
Dust is gonna do exactly what the state is gonna do.
Yeah, as one section of wisdom against the creature's deception. Oh, Cyanrath is not a liar, that's a shame. Oh, that is an 18, but that is not higher than a 22.
No. And Dust is gonna attempt to trim.
Alright, go for it. That will hit.
Fucking hell.
11 points of damage, not bad.
And he will chuck it.
Oh, now you've done it.
Panic!
Eurus.
Help!
Eurus is all the way back there, so I'm gonna use my action to dash. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or rather, I can move all the way over here without dashing. And I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
Someone, please!
You hammer, it's on the hammer of,
No, a pickaxe,
well, I
because
guess-
I'm a miner. And it's
gonna
gonna
run to 16.
Actually, wait, no, I have a pickaxe.
I hate that joke.
Yeah, it's awful.
it's gonna be
I
right
love it.
there,
Okay, give it a second, it's gonna appear.
and it should not be at advantage now.
18 to hit.
No, 16, because I shouldn't have advantage.
16 does not hit.
Wait. 3 of us rolled 16. Which one of us was supposed to go first?
What's your dex?
That would be...
12.
Yeah, that would be Eurus and then Cyanrath.
Okay, and
16 does not hit, as you see it bounce off of his splint armor.
Ooh, spin on.
yeah, you're just going to use his action to dash back in here.
Right.
Because you know what happened last time. Watch out for his breath.
We have a few
Bunched up.
I went one big target out there.
I don't know about big.
Oh, well, fine.
You're wide.
I'm a south like a dwarf.
Ever present rats in my presence. You to deal with this one. If they wish to fight me,
A fair duel you are after.
make
Then
a
a fair duel I'd give you.
make a persuasion check. You see Simon turn to you and his scowl turns into a smile. Oh, a man of honor. Finally. Fine.
A man of
You two,
a man of-
deal with the others. Break them apart. This one, I will savor this fight. And Cyanide begins to move in closer towards you. As he takes out his greatsword, he's going to swipe for the first attack. That is a 24 to hit.
that hits.
11 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Ooh, that is an 8 to hit. Unfortunately, that does not.
Does not hit.
Alright. He's gonna end his turn. Hashkin.
Do you actually want to 1v1 this guy, or do you want some hand?
Give me one more turn to decide.
Okay.
Because I can do some damage. I can do a big dent of damage. But I don't think I can survive another hit. 2 hits. Not to metagame, but I don't, sorry.
Yeah, well, your character would know that as well.
Yeah.
The raiders are stealth, right? They're coming for us.
Heshkin, I need some help. I think I
You
think
need
I
some help. Okay, well, I'm going to a bonus action and I'm gonna hex.
Are you gonna do what?
I'm gonna hex him. And the ability I'm going to hex is going to be, I'm gonna go wisdom.
Okay.
Sure.
So what does Hex does?
Hex does. While my target is hexed, I shall postage. That is what Hex is. I place a curse on a target creature until the spell ends. I deal an extra d6 in necrotic damage whenever I hit it with an attack. Also, I choose one ability, and I have disadvantage on ability checks made with chosen
Yes,
ability.
okay. Excellent.
If it drops the hit point, I can bonus action and put it onto somebody else. So I'm going to bonus action and curse that. To deal another d6. Am I still hidden after hexing him, or if I cover to do that? Would I know?
You are still hidden, so you would have advantage on hitting him. Wait, what did you roll? No, you're not. He knows you're there.
Yeah, because that's I was waiting to say it's got.
Oh, no,
a
your stealth was
some
really
magic
shit.
Yeah, it was 11. If that, then I am going to run up to him and I'm going to smack him in the face with my longsword.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
A 17 though. Sorry. that
oh,
should be
oh
better.
god, no, that's not what I was after.
That
No.
hits.
A 17 hits.
You guys are being honourable.
We were trying to be honourable, sorry, that's not
I
what
rolled
I
a
meant.
1 on the X! And a
You-
1 on the damage roll!
Yeah, you. And you see not only the height, but the scales take the brunt of the weapon attack as Cyanide turns towards you with a smile gone with a calm, contemplative look. The same look
I'm
a
gonna go.
shark would give to a fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Screw your honor. Die. And that'll be my turn.
You two. Stop the other rats, please. You see one of the raiders? 5, 10, 15 provoking attack opportunity. From.
It's gonna pass me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take that. Action!
Yes.
No.
Aha.
Because I need to keep my reaction in case this guy attacks me and I need to shield.
Do it.
If
not
the
doing it.
raiders,
Okay.
then the raiders gonna dash all the way up to the top.
Well, did that guy what? Are you doing the same thing, Vulcan? Or did
I'm
they
gonna
both
lay
run
down the
past me?
hand.
They both run past you
No.
and left.
Oh, okay. Alright.
As they run up to the top, Cyanide turns to the both of you. After I kill you, we're gonna take what we have here. And we're going to kill a lot more. Be thankful that you died by my blade today. Aiden.
So, since Lanzarosa is wearing some heavy armor, I'm gonna cast Heat Metal on this splint armor.
Fuck.
You're nasty.
That is
Nice.
very
I
nasty!
forgot to do that. I should have picked
Yeah.
Constitution then. I should have picked Constitution.
Yeah, all
then.
good.
It's not saves for checks.
Yeah, but for the first
Oh yeah.
although it's any creature in physical contact,
Cool. That's a
It takes damage.
24 on the saving throw, by the way.
I think because what? Okay, sorry.
The thing about heat metal though is it says like you need to roll the Constitution saving throw to not drop the item, but you still take like the full.
Yeah, I'll.
So it
I'll
doesn't
put
burn
the,
me
Here's the thing. I have fucking spell in front.
It's such a
Yeah, let me explain.
it's
to you
such
how
a
it works.
hard to like
No,
understand
it's really
spell.
not. You cause an object to glow. Any creature that is in physical contact takes the damage when you cast the spell. The spell ends. You can use a bonus action until your subsequent turn to cause this damage again. With the spell, it is very helpful. If a creature is holding or wearing the object when it takes damage from it, the creature must succeed on the Constitution saving throw. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage until its next turn.
okay.
So it takes.
That's really good.
Sayonara takes 15 points of damage.
Yep.
Alright.
But
You
but
see,
does not
the
take the disadvantage
The
as
splint
this.
armor begins to glow and burn. Oh, I am feeling the pain. You don't know what happens right now.
Okay.
What do you do?
And that's all I really can do. I don't want to run from these guys, so I will end my turn.
All right. Vulcan. You see Cyanide begins to burn as the searing metal continues to just inflame him. Sorry.
I'm gonna hold my hand out and shout, "You are the enemy of my master,
Shut up and fight.
my friend." And I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him
Okay.
as a bonus action.
He's
And then, as an action, I'm gonna strike at him with my hammer.
sure.
And
go ahead.
then,
17 barely hits.
I'm gonna use Divine Smite
Cool.
for 2d6 extra damage.
2d8.
2d8, sorry.
Oh my god.
So that's my initial damage. And then, so 2d8. 1 and then 7, so 8.
Right.
18 damage. And then, then the d6 for the Hunt's Mark.
Jesus Christ.
Paladins.
Cyanide is still alive. As you clench your weapon and you slam the hammer of righteousness straight into Cyanrath's chest, you watch as the splint armor caves and bolts as you see divine energy flash out from the cracks and ignite. As the slam is finished and your weapon and your attack strikes through, you know the Cyanrath is still standing, barely. You see his legs are shaking. The smile does not vanish from his face. I underestimated you.
And that will be your downfall. For I am for Bahamut. I am his right-hand man. I am his counsel.
Is that it?
Yep.
Dust.
Dust allies monologue too much for his liking. He ducks down low, and he was going to shoot one of the raiders.
Yeah, that hits. It takes 16 points of damage. One. Yep. Cool. Hold on.
Oh my god.
Hold on, that's not right. Math. 67 is 16.
16.
Oh yes, you're right. You fire an arrow, and the raider just. They seem to be very hardy,
Rage.
Yeah. Holy shit.
thick lads.
Big
Eurus.
man.
Yeah. About that. That spiritual weapon is going to move back with me. All the way over here. Attack this guy.
It has to be against creature you can see.
Let's see here.
Right, 24 hits.
No, you dumbass. It's not a spell level.
Spell level.
Fine.
Fine.
It's a... Oh, 1d8 plus 3. 11 points of damage.
Oh, when you ask you the level of the spell, you can click 2 and submit it, and it will automatically roll for you. Like this.
Ah.
The power of learning log roll power roll 20 bucks. Well, I mean, works. That's 11 points of damage, though. That is not bad at all. As the pickaxe
Nope.
slams into the back of the raider, and he just grimaces in pain.
And then I'm going to slash him from the front with my battle axe.
Hold on.
15.
That will hit.
For 3 points of damage.
Yeah, he seems to not be doing really well.
And it's my turn.
Yeah, Sinrath breathes. As lightning breathes in his maw. He breathes this line of crackling electricity towards both of you. Can you give me dexterity saving throws?
I can give you a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Oh dear!
Oh dear. Oh dear.
But I have resistance.
Oh
And
yeah,
I'm also good Dragonborn.
well, you failed both of you. Vulcan, you suffer 29 points of lightning damage, and Hexer, you suffer half of it, so 10, 14 points of lightning damage.
I'm
14.
unconscious.
The lightning
I am
strikes, crackling, and Cyanide has 2 attacks. He could just kill you, but he doesn't. You see, as he finishes the breath, his jaw clenches, stopping the lightning, and he looks over at Heskin.
Is that the best you got?
No, by a long shot. And Cyanide is gonna action surge.
Oh fuck.
And
Fighter!
with disadvantage, because he can't get rid of the armor, he's going to make 2 attacks towards you.
Oh no.
I didn't hear no bell.
No.
Well, that's a 13 and a 13 to hit.
Wait, how much damage did you say I take 14? How much is that on a concentration saving throw?
10.
Because Hex is like a concentration
Yeah,
saving throw.
that'll be
so-
10.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be a fail then.
yeah,
Well,
Hex-
Hex is over.
X is gone, and so is Hunter's Mark because no one's concentrating anymore. You do notice as Cyanide is striking, the blazing hated armor seems to be making him very sluggish, as each attack is slow and easy to just sidestep. Both are 13 to hit, which is a
Yeah.
7 on the die, you lucky son of a bitch. Heshken, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to just stand back. I'm just like, I'm gonna point at him and just, I'm gonna curse him with the head. It's curse. And then I'm going to attack him with my longsword.
15 doesn't hit.
Oh no.
Yeah. That's going to be my turn.
Oh no.
Cyanide takes another step closer towards you. As the raiders, they are going to both attack the paladin, the cleric, Aiden. Smash him! And they're both going to attack recklessly as they swing their axes with wild abandon.
Oh fuck.
One attack. The first attack is a 13, second attack is a 17.
Both miss.
They hit against the rocks as you sidestep and block the blows. Smash and burn! Break him! Aiden, it's your turn.
Okay, so first of all, I'll use the bonus action that comes with my heat metal to try to apply the damage again.
Alright.
Get me up, someone, please.
Which I'll just roll 2d8 that's fire damage. Do the
Watch as Sinrath takes a step forward, Hexion, you watch as his chestplate ignites a burst of flame, turns his form just black against yellow and fire background as, in an instant, you see his scales burst and crack and burn from the fire,
see.
seething red lines coming out from the sides of his splint armament. As in an instant, Landragosa is still standing for a second, remains motionless, and then collapses into the side, burned to a little crisp.
Fucking alien.
I'm just gonna kind of spit on him as I regain 6 hit points from his death because I put Hexblade.
Yeah,
curse
you,
on him.
you hear your blade say, "Not the one, but close. Reward must be given." And you see a blue spectre resembling the Dragonborn rise for a second, turn into a sphere, fly into your chest, and your wounds mend.
I feel
And-
revitalized.
Since that was just the bonus action heat metal, I will attempt to inflict wounds on the already hurt raider in front of me.
Haha, nice.
By action. And because they're reckless attack, I have advantage on them, right?
Yes, you do. Oh boy! And they have an armor class of shit. Yeah, that hits. You knitted that.
Level 1.
Oh!
Oh my god!
You
What the fuck?
with a touch, you see the berserker before you. As you see his arm crack and break, the skin turning like checkered pieces of dust as it just flies off, revealing flesh and blood spattering. Just looking very, very frightened. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Vulcan, give me a death save. Dust.
Uh-oh.
Well,
that's okay. So that's one successful, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dust's gonna fire the radar.
That hits. Oh, that's exactly enough to actually kill him. Holy fuck, nice.
Nice.
Oh, great. And I've not used my bonus action. I can use my action. No, I need to disengage. No, I'm just gonna stay around.
Alright. You're a step.
Eurus is going to, first and foremost, point at his fallen friend and cast Healing Word.
Thank you!
Stand up, my friend.
Yeah.
7 points of damage. I get back, right?
Can't
I'll
believe
help.
you can barely see him. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, well,
I'm up.
I could just
Where is he?
move over here.
Where's the bastard? Where is he? Oh, there he is.
It's the charred corpse in front of you.
Yeah. What's that? That looks like Aiden's work. Thanks, mate.
And I'm going to dance around this little guy and hit him in the back with my battle axe. And he should also be with advantage, right?
It was already advantage, right?
Yeah, it was already with advantage.
That's the one that. Oh, 14.
That will hit.
5 points of slashing damage.
Nice. Very nice. As you slam the battle axe onto the side of one of the berserkers. I was just highlighted to you. Haskin, it's your turn.
I'm going to move up. Do I get advantage from here? Or is he reckless attack already, so it doesn't really matter. I will attack him with my longsword. Just the usual. 23.
Very nice.
That's not even with advantage. 15. So yeah, it's a 23. I'm going to do 9 slashing damage to it.
Nice.
Sweet.
And that shall be my turn.
Right, the raider is going to turn towards the dwarf and swing wildly. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
You take 11 points of slashing damage as the raider slams his great axe onto your shield and it breaks a little bit of the top as it slams against your arm.
Ow.
Break! Aiden. This guy seems, by the way, this guy seems oblivious to the death around him. He is lost in the frenzy.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I have a serious dislike for this guy, so I'm going to inflict wounds again. Still with advantage,
Yes?
Cruel cleric.
and I'm going to cast disinflict wounds at 2nd level.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Okay,
Oh, that's
not good.
less than 11, but
Still, that is a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
As you touch his back, you see that the cloth from his clothing dissipates into nothing as his very flesh. You see it disintegrating into dust before your very eyes.
oh,
It's like pressing the delete tool. Slowly.
oh my god.
Vulcan.
Oh no. We've got to make a death save, right?
Oh, you're
No,
up.
you are alive.
Oh, I'm up, right?
Yeah, you got healed.
Is there anyone left alive? Oh, sorry. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, no, I'm gonna run up here and with my new found fervor, gonna swipe at this guy. My hunter's mark has dissipated, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So just gonna swipe at him.
That doesn't hit. Oh, you do have advantage because he's recklessly attacking.
Oh, sorry. So just do it again.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, well, that didn't work.
Well, you
I'm
swing.
still delirious. Like.
Yeah, from the pain from your injuries, from the breath of lightning that still seared a bit of your beard also off, it's like little bit hard to.
A beard!
Yeah, you just realize
I'm
like
I'm still in awe. That's a +8.
Oh, mate, don't worry about it.
3rd level +8. Jeez.
dust.
Dust as seeing the first raider fall down. He anticipates the other raider coming up the stairs, so he's going to throw down his bow, pull out his rapier, run forward, attack this guy.
Oh dear, this is.
That hits. 10 points of damage as you stab him.
And back to where I was.
Yeah, disengaging.
Let's get John in. And
Sneaky
look back.
rogue doing sneaky things.
Rogue doing rogue things.
Eurus.
Well, since no one is in immediate danger of dying, first and foremost, spiritual weapon, smack him in the head.
Advantage.
Advantage first and foremost.
Oh.
It's a bad day for special.
What can I do? Well, let's hope the battle axe is a little bit better.
Oh, that is a lot
Wait.
better.
It's a little bit better.
What's slashing damage?
Nice! You hack him with the battle axe as the big axe is mining in the background.
Yeah.
High up on the barbarians.
And my turn, yes.
Yes, hash.
I'm going to stab him with my longsword again.
Yeah, that hits.
10 slashing.
Seems to be barely standing.
Chunky boys!
Jeez.
I want to know how much HP these guys have.
I'm outrageous. Wait.
By any chance, does it say it's resistant to non-magical weapons?
Doesn't seem
Could-
like
could
it.
be raging.
He's
Or
just,
does he just have that much health?
yeah, he seems to be that hearty.
I thought it was resistance.
No.
Holy fuck!
He's
That's a barbarian, my friend.
I was away to say my weapon's magical, but oh, fucking hell!
He was
What?
tankier than his boss.
You watch as he's grinning with a wide smile on his face, looking up at the rest of you. Why are you not smiling? He swings with his great axe recklessly, with wild abandon, towards Aiden, just swinging backwards. That's a 22 to hit with a 12 points of damage tacked to it.
Ow.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I will turn back to him and, having expended most of the spells, pull out my mace and attempt to whack him with that.
There has
That-
been a full turn of us just wailing on this guy and he's dead yet.
Oh, and now he's dead.
Finally.
Okay.
Jeez. I thought it was resistance that was keeping him alive. But fuck.
Same.
A fucking bear totem barbarian, man. Like, half damage to everything.
Oh no, this guy's like 67 hit points.
Especially more than
Jesus.
As you finish the fight, cleaning off your weapons from the blood of your enemies, you're now standing within an empty, within a rather large corridor, with a chest on the back and a set of stairs leading somewhere else.
Again, I'm going to listen out to see if I hear any alarms going on for people wrestling about trying to ambush
Make a
us.
perception check.
Like I've done at the end of every.
You listen.
That was with advantage, sorry, so 7.
You listen. You don't hear him.
I want to loot the body of the dragon
Sure.
who took me down.
First
I
of
do.
all,
To know for shit.
give me either an Arcana or nature check.
Me, Arcana or Nature. Which one am I least not proficient in? Oh, they're the same. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you start to look at the Dragonborn. He does have his splint armor, and his greatsword, and a couple of spears. You can take over.
I'd like to take a look at his greatsword and then hand it to our captain and just like lay it out in front of him and say, what can you discern from this?
Gonna look at the greatsword then. To be honest, like in general, I'm just kind of looking about, just trying to see if he had anything interesting on him, so just like mundane equipment.
Not that you can see.
Nothing.
Actually,
So the greatsword just looks completely normal.
Yes, it is a greatsword though. Some could say it is a great sword.
Well, Eurus, that's 2 weapons is your thing. You want to have it?
it's a little bit big for me, and you know I really don't do big weapons, being a cleric at all.
You have a great axe, right?
hammer.
Or do you just have a hand?
No, I have a battle axe.
Oh, sorry.
That's because dwarven proficiency.
Yes.
And actually, I am going to take that axe and behead this little dragon
Is enough with a
Yeah, and
sword.
if
and take a little souvenir that I'm going to work on.
You hold on to Cyanarath's head,
Gonna grab it by its horn.
Yeah. You do so. You're holding Cyanide, as said, by the horn. Still crackling a bit with electricity, like on the teeth.
Gonna
Uh,
look at it and say, "You're going to be of great use to me."
I'm gonna kind of go off into the corner and go to my sword. Like, what do you mean he was close? What do you mean he was not?
We have a query. To kill a creature.
I'd like to also. Apologies. Sorry. I'd like to check the chest.
Of course.
Just here.
We have a query. To kill someone of great disdain, of great terrible evil. But first, we must take down those that support him. You head over towards the chest. It is, as I said, right down here. As you go to the chest,
I PTSD of mimics. Please
can
check
you
it.
give me a perception check?
Yep. Brilliant. I'll do.
You notice that
Caution, Vulcan.
the pair of dragon-like carvings that are looking towards you, you do notice that they have holes on the inside of their mouths as you're approaching the chest.
Can I call out to my party and say, let's check this chest. Anyone who has better idea of this than I, please check this chest.
Just check for traps, please.
It's likely to be trapped if they keep anything valuable in there. Stand aside, Vulcan.
If you want, I can guide you.
Any help would be appreciated.
And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast guidance on him, or rather, up to him. Cast guidance.
Alright.
Sounds fact.
Yes, you can tell that the chest does have a locking mechanism to it. But you can guess it's probably trapped.
Since I have proficiency with investigation, can I help him?
Certainly.
My God, what are you? How are you helping with?
I'm helping you investigate the trap or whatever is there.
Giving you advantage on the investigation check.
Yes, because even though I have proficiency, yours is a lot better than mine.
Yeah, I'm just trying to roleplay a bit, you know.
I'd just be like, have you tried checking there like these?
So I roll game again?
No, but you do notice that with a 20, guided with Eskin's assistance, you do notice that he's pointing at the tubes on the mosaic that resemble mountains. They go and connect to the dragon statues. You can tell it's the dragon, carvings, but you can tell that this is going all around the room.
Hmm. So what? We open this chest and the whole room fills with whatever those holes spill out.
Well, they're just tubes. Are there any openings on the tubes?
Yes,
Other than
there
the
are
ones with the dragon head?
on the inside of their mouths. You can see little tiny holes.
Right. So
Here's my opinion. We just leave the chest alone,
this
Or-
may be nice. Yes.
or try and open it from a safe distance, or maybe block up these holes. Do we have anything to block up these holes with? Does anybody have anything in their backpacks?
It depends what comes out of the tubes. If it is something that would destroy any material, it's,
I would imagine it's some sort of poisonous gas.
I have some candles. We can shove the
You said
candles
that
in.
there is a visage of Tiamat here. Is there anything I could discern from that? Maybe some clues on how to open his chest up without dying?
You can tell that probably. You can tell from your investigation that it's likely that if the chest is forced open without properly taking care of the locking mechanism expertly enough, it might set off the trap.
so there's only really one way to open it, and if I fuck that up,
How's your lock picking?
I am skilled in this area.
Should we check the body of the Dragonborn to see
If he had a
if he
key.
has a key?
He does not.
Alright. Well, Dust. Godspeed.
Guide him.
This.
What are the
well,
rest
yeah,
of you doing as Dust is unlocking the chest?
Staying back in case of.
Yeah, just watching it.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to actively help him, but I don't have proficiency with details, so
Assuming that poison's coming,
Yeah.
Dust is getting some cloth and wrap around his face.
yeah, it's probably. I'm gonna
And-
actually. I don't have anything to do with it. I was going to say I was going to go around and fill in the holes, but I have nothing. Actually, no! I do have proficiency with thieves' tools. I can help you.
Alright, cool. I got my burglars pack. I can maybe block holes. 1,000 beads.
I have candles. We could shove it with candles.
With just the wax and.
Yeah.
Yes, this is not a bad idea.
But
Okay.
if you're trying to pick it, I can help you because I do have proficiency.
All right. Anyone who's got candles, try and plug the holes with them.
Oh
and
yeah,
I
okay.
will work with Heshkin.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug the holes with candles.
Alright, that will take you about an hour or two.
An hour?
Yes.
Right. Well,
I never
Is
said
that
there is
many holes?
one or two. Every single one of the
Oh.
dragon carvings has every single has a little tiny hole.
Oh, in the room.
Yes,
oh,
I
sorry,
mentioned in the room.
Apologies. I thought you meant on just.
No, the
Okay,
whole room
apologies.
was the whole room's full. Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Well, that's a pretty good thieves' tool check. So
Are you guided?
yeah, he was saying he was helping. Oh, I'm Gate.
I'm helping him because
Alright.
I have the thieves' tools.
26.
Either 20 or 26.
Just below 30. As you are attempting to open the chest, no, I'm joking.
Don't do that.
Yes.
As you open the chest slowly, the Skyrim lock picking it, you hear it, and then the chest opens up the hatch. And then you slowly open it to see inside a beautiful thing. You see treasure. Inside are a string of pearls worth 300 gold, a gold and sapphire ring worth 900 gold, and a pouch containing half a dozen masterfully cut and polished precious stones, 100 gold each. So 6 basically. The ring and the pearls, you can actually recognize them from Greenest, from some of the people that were wearing them. You don't know where the stones came from. You can tell very likely that if you were to sell them back on Greenest, these things will have less of a value.
Yeah, I think we should return these things.
They should return this to the people of Greenest, yes.
That's the thing. If you return them, you're going to be paid less.
It is the noble
That's
thing
still
to
the
do.
right.
It is the moral thing to do. That's my
Alright.
character. So, do you guys have any complaints about that?
Nope.
Back there stuff.
It's their stuff, so.
Yeah, so we'll pick it up and bag it up. Remember, we need to loot that place on the way out. The Cobalt Chamber, and I suppose we reform and go to the next room if nobody... Is anybody needing healing?
I need massive healing.
Is anybody else
Yeah, but-
looking into the chamber?
I'd like to check.
Like,
I'll get someone to check further around this corner.
Yeah,
can we
let's see what's
first of
down
all do
here.
healing before we start checking places?
Yes.
Okay, how much healing resources do we have left?
Absolutely zero.
Before you even do this, I want to ask. We have been going for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel we can continue the session? Or do you want to call it here?
I have to get up in 6 hours.
Yeah.
Then,
Right.
yes, that's completely understandable.
Yes. So,
Hold on.
we're going to be ending the session here if that's the case. We've been going
Yep.
on for way too long.
That was a long session.
It was a good
But you've
session.
done it.
Yeah.
You've killed
Sure, I'm fine with
you've killed Cyanrath, and
Yes.
next time we might get some interesting things on the menu.
Okay.
But beyond that, thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. Whoever watches in the future, and